I prefer really not to.
What do you mean you're
not to speak? If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big
Are you
trouble.
gonna be more
and I don't want
consistent?
to be in big trouble.
Why?
Huh?
Why are you changing it?
Why seasonal? No, seasonal is not. It's not. It's not sustainable.
What do you mean?
Because I take my breaks are too long.
So it's not sustainable for you.
Huh?
It's not sustainable for you.
So you're actually one of the people that advocates for seasonal,
No, like I watch season podcasts. I watch people that do season podcasts,
right?
and I could still
Well, who does seasonal podcasts?
The Honest Bunch.
Right.
I think I said what I said. Do seasonal.
Yeah.
Did they do seasonal or did they just bulk record? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because the gaps in their breaks might not be long though, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because probably by the time they're closing season 1, they have season 2 recorded.
Yeah.
Type shit. Not
No,
like,
because last episode of season 6 was Fiona. That was recorded in March.
wow.
March, yes, my love,
But that's
March.
very bad.
And then I came back in September 2nd. That's when that next episode dropped.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Wow. It's a long break.
it is a long break, but life was happening, do you know what I mean? So with that, I was just saying to Kay there, I'm like, not even Kay, just with the podcast this season, I was like, do you know what? No, I'm hitting a nail on the head now, do you know what I mean? That's why I'm flat out, do you know what I mean? Because you like, obviously on the time of recording, I'm recording today, tomorrow, break Friday, and then 2 again on Saturday, and then finito.
Is it hard to do? Would you do like more than 1 episode in a day?
Yeah, I've done 2.
Yeah.
I reckon I can get it on a good day. I can get 3 because obviously people now this studio's getting booked out now, rightly so. Because I think it's one of the best in the game, if not the best in the game. You get me certainly in the black scene anyway. It's the best in the game. This studio. So, but on a good day, I'll probably get 3. And go, you're talking all day, aren't you? You never get tired of talking. Do you know what I mean?
And that's because you're a talker.
No, but do you ever have a conversation outside with your mates and you're getting deep or whatever?
Yeah.
Whatever the conversation is, you not feel like, I always think, well, maybe because I am a podcast, I always feel like that'd be good on a podcast. Do you know what I mean? Do you feel like that?
Yeah, but you know, it's with your mates, so you all have the same shared values. You are all talking. Do you get me? You're on the same level. But like, imagine switching out with guests. So like, one guest can be like, you have a good chat, and then the next guest is like, you know.
Yeah.
So like, it's good with your mates, but not podcast wise.
I hear that. And I hear that. And my experience with doing this, right, it's like, well, I think it's 2 things. I think it's up to the presenter, how you're presenting the show or whatever, and speaking and stuff like that, how to get a good conversation out. But then I find as well, though, my best episodes are when the guest can talk.
Yeah.
When the guest can talk. So pressure on you today.
I have the gift of the gab too, don't worry.
What's
So,
that?
I have the gift of the gab too.
Yeah, no, now you do, because obviously it's the second time coming on. So yeah, look, we're inside. So what's the gig? How are you? What story? How's your week been?
I'm good. My week has been okay.
Yeah.
Just work. I'm just back from holiday, so.
Yeah, I've seen that. Talk to us about that.
Thailand was okay. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like we didn't go out the best season. It was quite gloomy. I don't think it wasn't the Instagram type of Thailand.
Yeah.
But like, for what it was nice just to get away, the scenery. I'm very big on vegetation, so it was a nice vibe. It was just a different side of the world. It's very different.
Flight long?
Yeah, we went to Abu Dhabi, then Thailand, and on our way back, we stayed in Abu Dhabi for 2 days, and then came back. So Abu Dhabi was like, the UAE is my favorite place in the world.
How many times have you been?
To like the UAE.
UAE, yeah.
Since the lockdown finished, I've been there every year. I went twice.
Oh yeah, because obviously I had you on Snap and stuff, and obviously you're so, yeah, I do see you're there a little bit, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just it's just perfect.
They know you in one shop or something, don't they?
They know me. Yeah.
Yeah, because they know. I remember one time you went, they had something for you.
Yeah.
See, I've been
like,
watching.
Even with business, one of my manufacturers actually live in Dubai.
Okay.
So every time, especially when like we built a relationship, it became more beneficial for me going to Dubai. Because I used to go for like fun, whatever. But once I found out that like one of my manufacturers actually reside there, it became more business wise. So like I can go for business and fun. And I worked out there as well this year. So
Yeah.
it's nice. Like I do see myself. I feel like when I was working out there this year, it just gave me the whole vibe of like I can actually make it out here. Like I can actually. This place is realistic for me, you know.
I had Mukhtar on this podcast, right? And obviously Cav, they're from the Two Heads podcast. So obviously this is pre-recorded, but episode 5, I think it is. Because I don't know, that's the thing about seasoning as well. I'd rather see with weekly. say I record on a Saturday and it drops more, I can gauge people's reactions and I can react to that episode. On the next episode, I can respond to people and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But that was a mad episode, right? And one of the things he touched on, like going to Dubai and stuff like that, and touched on like one of the sheiks approaching him. Mm-hmm. Now you've obviously heard.
Sheiks?
Yeah.
What sheiks?
Like none of them uncles that wear the clothes.
What clothes?
In Dubai.
Like
you know the bleeding the guard. What did he wear? You know the yoke.
It's the.
She's not educated. You know, yeah.
It's actually a Yoruba word.
No, it's not. You know, like an Aladdin.
The kaftan yoke, is it? It's actually
You're
what's
going to-
agbaya. It's called agbayas, no?
No, she said that.
No, but you know the sheiks like the dons with the bread, the money. You know them, and they wear the scarf on the heads and all.
Like the normal traditional clothes.
Yeah.
see
The
them?
money men. It's not called agbaya, man. They're called sheiks. Come here.
No, it's not agbaya. That's
Get
called
sheiks on
agbaya.
Google here for her. Fucking hell.
It's actually called agbaya.
No, for Arabs though.
Yeah, it's actually called agbaya. Like they call it abaya, just abaya. Because obviously we were in Abu Dhabi and we were trying to get.
Big Daddy, big
That's called an agbaya. I only found
Is
that
it?
now. Yeah.
Over there as well.
Yeah, because gee, but maybe that's what they're called. But the
But the
clothes,
sheiks though. Yeah, I was right. Yeah.
I've never heard of them.
Got your friend. Got Naomi in the back over there. No, so anyways, right, Mukhtar,
Yeah.
he was telling me he's a big guy now, he's huge. He's about the width of this room, yeah? Neck to width of my fucking top, right? So he's like, yeah, the guy offered him 90 grand just to be his companion. Now, I don't know if he said he wanted to be a companion or he wanted to do something with him, you know what I mean? Then you hear the famous, like, I remember this when this podcast went viral, when Kieran said no baddies in Ireland, right? And people were blaming me for that, yeah? I was talking about baddies going to Dubai, getting shit on for 50k.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just be careful out, because them man there are wearing you pretty good, you know what I mean?
I've never like.
No, but come here, you say never, right? We always have this conversation in work. Man them from work, he's not, thought I wouldn't ask this question, right? But I would, right?
Okay.
Say. Right, let me land. It's if I speak.
Okay.
Because I know we're gonna, because this season has been a bit mad, but I know this episode is gonna be very educational, inspirational. But let's be a bit mad. Sheikh approaches you.
What of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Agbayas, as you call them, yeah?
Okay.
He goes to you. 1 billion. To take one on your chest. What you saying?
No. Listen, yeah.
Because that's what
No.
that's what them man are living over there. All these fitness influencers and
Yeah,
all.
fair.
Yeah.
Fair play to them, but
That's generational money though.
no, it's not generational money. If I
Why is it not?
give you $1 billion, that does not make you a billionaire. It just makes you dongo with $1 billion.
No, don't say me. I wouldn't do it.
Okay, someone
Yeah.
gives me $1 million or $1 billion, that does not make me a billionaire. Billionaire is your mindset. Billionaire is it's you. It's not what you have.
Elaborate a bit on that. So you're one of these, because I've heard that before. So your billionaire is your mindset. Elaborate on that.
So if he gives me $1 billion and I go blow it,
No, not even that. But I've heard that saying before. Like, so
Oh.
you're saying, like, being a millionaire is not the physical.
No.
It's your mindset.
Yeah.
So elaborate on that a little bit.
I believe it's so because, right, if I give you $1 million, you're going to spend it and go back to zero, right? But if I'm genuinely a millionaire, for me to generate that 1 million, I must have a mind of a million. I must know how to generate $1 million from nothing. So even if I blow that $1 million and go back to zero, I'll know how to regenerate that back with my mind, my hands. But if I give someone that has no intellectual, financial, financial wisdom, if I give them $1 million, they're going to blow and go back to zero. They're not going to know how to make $1 million again. But it's like, let's say with my business now, if God forbid, if my business goes to shit now, because I've had the years of experience and I know how to grow a business from zero to nothing, I can do another one.
Yeah.
So it's not the business that's making me, it's me. It's not the business, That's a fruit of my mind. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
And to see with that mindset that you have, because like I said, I keep it real and raw, right? 100%. Obviously, I don't want to say too much. Yeah, I'm going to let this build up a little bit, but I've always had like setbacks in life, and I've always had to pick myself up. Do you know what I mean? That hustler's mindset. And even now, like, I've added like, when bad things are happening around me, even though like I've come out of the other side, but things are still happening, I always know, do you know what? Jesus is with me, do you know what I mean? I'm going to get through this always, do you get me?
Yeah.
So where does that come from? Does that come from your faith as well, or just how you've like developed with your business, or is it family? So where do you get that mindset from, where if you said, if my business went down now, I could build it back up? Where's that come from? Because I'm big on that. I'm big on mindsets.
I generally feel like it's truly, truly, truly knowing who you are and who gave you the mind you have. God is an infinite God. He doesn't run out of anything. He doesn't run out of strength. He doesn't run out of ideas, you know. So if I know my mind comes from God, that's infinite. The strength, the resilience, the endurance, that's all also infinite. That can also continually be given to me. So I feel like that's it for me. I know I serve an infinite God. I serve a God that can't run out of anything. So even if my strength finishes today, I know it can be renewed in the morning. You know? Like, yeah. The hustler's mindset, I don't even think it's a hustling thing. I feel like it's something everyone has. I feel like we're all created to thrive, man. We're all created to, yeah. Where's my English going this evening?
It's grand, don't worry about it.
You know what I mean? Like,
you're allowed to make little mistakes here.
We're all created to bring life and to, you know, bear fruits continuously. So it's having your identity in that, knowing that life is not, it's not the end of anything ever. Like, no bad thing can ever prosper. It doesn't say that they won't be formed. No weapons will never prosper, but they'll be formed.
Yeah.
Well, you need to know that they won't prosper, and you need to know why they won't prosper.
Ladies and gentlemen, episode 7, If I Speak podcast, DBO in the building, Madame Orle, my G. Second time on the pod, the first time it was just accidental, obviously.
Yes.
And you were here. I said, John, just jump on, but you're here now by yourself. Naomi wanted to come on and be co-host and wear a suit. I was thinking, I don't want. Maybe one live show, maybe we'll have a skit, we'll have Naomi, I don't know.
Now you need to.
I don't know, we'll do that one day. But nah, look, you're a returning guest and I'm happy to have you here. I remember I watched the episode back a couple of weeks ago, and obviously I'm going to touch on some things that I want to revisit. But you came up to me in church there a couple of weeks ago, yeah?
Yeah.
You were like, obviously you wanted to come on. I had a free day and I said, you know what, no, why not? You're a good speaker. I remember speaking to Ness after. And Ness was like, yeah, she knows you from years. You're a very good speaker and stuff like that. You have good mindset and stuff. So it's cool to have you on, because I know, like, obviously, yes, you're a businesswoman, you're a queen or whatever, but I also feel like people that are in your positions, because obviously you're self-employed and stuff, these are educators as well, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's important for, like, with my platform and stuff like that, when I want people to come on to give people some free game. There's young girls that watch this and stuff like that, and to learn from someone like you. You're so young and you're running your business, because you didn't choose the conventional, the 9-to-5 life which I lived, that corporate life. You said, yeah, I'm gonna do this on my own. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do my own thing. So we're gonna get to that. But yeah, you talked to me about in church, right? The viral video, yeah. So what happened? Tell the people what happened. Someone came with you or something.
Yeah, like I'd be in restaurants. I remember what's that restaurant that opened in Tala, the
African one?
Yeah, what was it called?
Oh, what was that called? That's gone now. That's not even here anymore.
What was it called? Wings.
Blessed up, yeah.
Remember, I was just there with my friends, and then I think the fellow was taking our orders, and he was like, "Oh, did he only get you in?" I was like, "What?" And it took me a few seconds. I was like, "Oh shoot, yeah." Happened to me there. It happened to me. I was in Penny's walking one day, and then someone tapped me, just like, "Oh, you're the girl from a podcast." I was like, "What podcast?" They're like, "You on Dongo's podcast?" I see you. I was like, "Yeah." Like, yeah, I was just getting spotted a few times around. I was like, "Oh."
Yeah.
And I hated that clip.
Yeah, bro.
Who did the animations? Was it you?
No, do you know what the gig is, right? Some fucking fella from India. I swear to God.
Are you
Who's a
lying?
I swear, what's his name? Yannick. I swear to God, I'll show you after. So he, obviously on Instagram, people be hitting me up. I'm sure people DM you or whatever from all over the place. Like fucking clothing brands and all, blah, blah, blah. So this fella, he had an animation done for me already. Like he saw my podcast from TikTok or something. Because obviously my podcast does numbers, like, so obviously it reached him.
Yeah.
So he goes, and I'm so bad at technology. I'm so bad. So how I usually put my clips up, I just screen record, crop it, and throw it up. Do you get me? Now, granted, they still do numbers. They still do numbers and all that, do you know what I mean? But then this fella was like, yeah, look, I can do like your TikToks for you and Reels, blah, blah, blah. The first 10 videos I'll do for you for free, this, that, and that. And then obviously you pay me a fee or whatever, do you get me? Yeah. So yeah, obviously, then I got him to do like 7 for me or something like that. 7 or 8. And obviously one of them was your clips, you get me? And it went bang, because he's good at doing animations.
Almost on 500,000, you know.
What's that?
It's almost on 500,000.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And that's on Instagram, do you get me? Yeah. So yeah, and it did really blow. And I remember then, like, the comments.
They were cooking me in those comments.
Bro, they're even cooking Priya today. Me and Katie were we were laughing earlier on, because obviously she spoke about the education system in Ireland. That's not good. She feels like since she came here, she's dumbed down, do you get me? And like TikTok is...
They cooked me.
It is horrible. Have you ever had a video going viral and you got cooked? Apart
No,
from this.
I've got cooked a few times in my life. Not even not
Well,
even.
we'll get into it. No, we'll get it. Don't worry. I'm on the video now, right? I won't play. I know you probably don't want to hear the sound of your voice. Let me read some. Wait, was she speaking English in the beginning?
They were just saying weird things. They're just like,
And then you says was speaking Hebrew.
got that from them. And then they were just like, oh yeah, you're very Irish, aren't you? Just crazy stuff. Just being mean.
They're always shocked when you have a proper Irish name. Yeah, I get that as well. Not Irish
What is
name.
your Irish
though.
name?
I don't have an Irish name. They're shocked when they hear my accent still to this day.
Oh yeah.
I find that funny. In 2024,
I know,
I heard it in probably because obviously I'm a lot older than you guys. So in the early 2000s, I hear it. Mid 10s, I hear it. Now, like I was walking by this old couple in Pennies and I kind of bumped off them. And I was like, "Oh, sorry, love." And your mum was like, "Oh, just a lovely accent, like I'm a fucking zoo animal or something." You know what I mean? What do you mean that's a lovely accent? People here fucking like my brother is 27 now. 27 years we have
Do
young
you
black kids here.
feel like I think Tallaght is more? There's more white people in Tallaght. Like there's more like you have a more stronger accent. Like even one of my friends from Tallaght, like her accent is like yours, very very strong.
Yeah.
But like I feel like in Blanche, you don't really like. Obviously, when I'm around certain people, yeah, your accent will probably get stronger. But
More London over there, innit?
London and
accent.
Blanche.
Yeah. There it is. Even Leakston, my cousin, man.
Yeah,
my
Leakston
cousin.
was English.
They're
They
English.
were
I don't
speaking-
get it. I don't understand it. It's like I'm sitting in an episode of Top Boy or something. I don't get
No,
it.
but Blanche, I feel like even in secondary school, like we had like you're around a lot of black people. You're
Yeah.
around a lot of your culture, so like
Yeah.
you're not really. Yeah, you're not really cult switching.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Like it's more so like the white girls around us, they run a talk like us, kind of, so more so.
Do you code switch with white people? Like in business and stuff?
I don't cult switch. I just feel like my accent gets stronger.
It gets stronger. She's lying.
I don't cult switch.
We might have to get Naomi and Mike. You're copping
I
here
don't
today.
what's cult switching though?
Code switch, it's like today, right? I noticed myself, I was on the phone today, because I haven't worked for a month,
Yeah.
I'm only back, right? So I don't want to say the name of my company, right? But how can I say this? Well, say for instance, I work for Bank of Ireland.
Yeah.
So I answered, I'm on the phone team, right? Admin, and we talk to solicitors and brokers. So I'll be like, right, so listen to me talking there, yeah?
Yeah.
Matt Scully and all that. So I'll be like, hello? Wait, don't make me laugh. Hello, this is Goody from PTSB. Oh, I don't care.
Yeah, but then that's a phone voice.
Well,
That's
yeah,
a
but-
phone voice.
Yeah, but it's so like, it's not me. Do you get me?
You're trying to not clean up your accent.
No,
but
it is-
you're
no,
trying
it's
to
what, yeah, clean
sound
up, clean
more-
up.
Exactly, you're trying to sound
Yeah.
more like quote unquote professional. That's not cold switching. That's just trying to sound professional.
Okay. So what's,
Do you get me?
Well, what's
Cold switching is like if I talk. I don't know, like what's cold switching? Like if I don't have a Dublin accent in any way, shape, or form, and then you can hear me fighting my Nigerian accent. That's cold switching to me. Like fighting your accent, like
Yeah.
you can see when people are like fighting themselves, like you're fighting your words. You're like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm trying to talk about. Even like when like Nigerians are trying to talk like not even in Dublin accent, just like speak English, and they're like, I don't know the H. Like you can just see when people are fighting their
H.
true selves. Yeah, you can see it. I feel
Yeah.
like that's what code switching is. But I don't think like strengthening your accent or like kind of like trying to bring it down a bit isn't code switching.
Yeah.
You know?
Grand. So let's get into a little bit of your story, DBO. I'm gonna call you Orla. You spoke on the episode. I was watching it back. So you spoke on the episode where you were studying law, yeah, first
Yes.
before you said, "Nah, fuck that." Was it "Nah, fuck that," or did you always have a passion for lashes?
Now, I wasn't at F that. Like I finished my law degree.
Oh, you finished
I'm
it,
even
yeah.
going back to school next week. I'm doing my MBA.
Lovely.
But I love education. Honestly, I love education, and I just feel like obviously I've always felt privileged to even be able to have an education. So I go back to Nigeria a lot, and I know like what the other side of the world's actually struggling with. Like, so I've always just had a very big respect for education. But I feel like halfway through my law degree, I've always had that entrepreneur spirit in me. Like I've always just known that like. Even if I was to finish, like even if I was to pursue law, I'd end up owning my own law firm or end up being like an independent solicitor. I don't even know. I just always knew, it's going to be me working for myself. I just didn't want to conform. Like I just never interested in me working in a company or anything like that. So where was I? Yeah, just going through law, and I feel like halfway through my degree, I was just like, something doesn't sit right with me. I feel like I have something in me that I'm meant to, bring forth. I just don't know what it is. And obviously, like, I was chatting with the girls around that time. This is, like, mid-COVID-ish. Like, we weren't in lockdown, but, like, you weren't really allowed out like that. So, where was I? remember chatting with the girls and we're just talking about like business, and like I was like, oh, I really want to start a business. I really know I want to do something with myself, make my own money, but I just don't know what it is. Like it's in me. And like, yeah, so remember someone said it to me at the time, there was very few black lash checks at the time in Dublin. Like lashes was a thing, but it wasn't really a thing. Like girls
more the stick-ons, weren't they, like from the shops? No one really doing it from the gaff.
It wasn't really a thing. Like don't get me wrong, there's a few girls that would get their lashes done, but it wasn't really like a, you know. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to look into the industry and see, like, okay, someone have interest in, like, obviously I never cared for lashes, honestly. Never knew anything about lashes, but I was like, you know, I'm going to look into the industry, see if it's something I have an interest in, see if it's something I can pick up. Started doing my research, started going, like, watching Day in the Lives, watching YouTube. And I was like, you know what, I could do this. You know, I'll give it a try. And then after I did that, remember, just went ahead, bought a kit. Bought the kit, was practicing. I was like, you know what, I'm going to go for it. So I remember, for full transparency, I only had like 1,000 something in my savings account, right? This is like 19, 18-year-old. We had like €1,000 in my savings account.
Wait, as a 19-year-old?
Yeah.
Where were you working before? Like, how did you end up saving €1,000, like, as a 19-year-old?
I've never worked a job. Like, I've never worked. Yeah. I worked one time in the airport and I got fired because I said, I didn't get fired, I left. I left because I was like, I have clients. And then he was like, yeah, but you have a shift. I was like, yeah, but I have clients. And then he was like, I was like, so I can't come in because I have to go do my clients. And he's like, well, you have to, like, you know, you have to go to work. But I was like, I have to go do my clients. So he wasn't trying to, like, fit my schedule. So I couldn't really
No, but
work.
you know what, though? It goes back to what you were saying, though. That is the millionaire's mindset. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're going to go, like, obviously, there's certain people, especially in Ireland. Like, I'll give you an example. Amanda Ade, I don't know if you know Amanda. She posted the other day that she's obviously leaving her full-time job to be a full-time content creator.
Yeah.
And I know why. I'm in Amanda's close friends. I know why Amanda can do that. Obviously, there's been obviously an offer that she can. It should be good. Do you get me? Not to get too tough into our business, but yeah. And there was another kind of model type of girl doing her TikTok. She was like, "Oh, seeing this creative talking about, like, you know, leaving her job, how's she gonna pay her bills and all." But that's your small thinking. Because someone sent it to me and I was like, and they were like, "It's giving small thinking to me." It is. Do you know what I mean? Where you could have conformed to these little, I gotta have bills and all that blah blah. No, you were like, no, I have my clients. Do you know what I mean? You backed yourself. Do you get me?
Yeah.
That's another thing as well. You need to back yourself. Do you get me? Now, granted, if I didn't have 2 children, I'll be clocking into this stupid 9 to 5, you know what I mean? Like, but obviously that's different because I'm not just working for me now. Do you get me? I'm not hustling for me. I'm hustling for the kids now. Do you get me? But I get it with you. Like, at that age, 19, already £1,000 saved up. You're like, nah, I can back myself. Do you get me? And you left. So did you leave then and quit, or what was the gig?
This job was only was it last year? This is only recently enough.
Oh, fuck off!
I only did it for like a passion project. I was like, you know, I'd never worked a normal job. Yeah, I just did I was like, I never worked a job. Let me apply for a job, and I got the job. I was like, okay. So I did it for like 2 days. I was only there for like 2 days, and I didn't like it. I was like.
And what was that like? Was you like, you were like, how do you peasants do this?
No, it was just like No,
say I don't give a fuck. Because even
it wasn't how do you peasants. I just didn't like it. I actually didn't like it. I just didn't like. There was no room for me. Like, if I wanted to, I don't know. Because don't get me wrong, I'm very strict in my business as well. Like, if I have work from 11 to 9, I have work from 11 to 9. Like, I still work shifts. I have gum in my mouth.
Yeah, flat out. Get that. Take that. Show that a bit, please. Talk about gum in your mouth. When you're a lady.
Please. Thank you. Yeah, what was I? What was I saying?
You have shifts. You're
actually, like, with my business, I'm very strict with it. Like, I still have shifts. Like, I still work like 7 to, like, you know, like a normal shift. So I still have times to attend to work and, you know, times I close up and everything. But I don't know. I just didn't like the fact that someone's telling me to do it.
No.
I don't know.
No, I can relate to you so much because even in work, because of what I do now, and it's obviously got to a certain level. I remember even like doing my show and stuff, yeah. And I know, like, I just know, like, I run this like a business.
Yeah.
The whole, like, sending, like, give me your email, putting in the calendar, this, that, and that. Look, you know what I mean? Akbo spoke to me about that on one of the episodes when he was on. Do you know what I mean? And obviously the shows, you employ people for your show, you're paying people. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I do run it like a business, right? So in my mind, I have a boss mindset. Do you know what I mean? And then work, they're telling me what to do, and I'll be like, oh, you shut your mouth, but I can't really, do you know what I mean? But where you are your own boss, you can do that.
You are your own boss, so you have to treat yourself like a boss would treat you.
Yes,
like, you can't be late for work. It's not like, because I'm my own boss now, I roll into work, I roll in anytime I want, I leave. No, like, I still have to treat myself like a manager, do you get me? And like, obviously I still have people accountable to, like, I'm accountable to my clients, like, do you get me? They're paying me, so I owe them my time. I owe them a good customer service, a good customer experience. So I still have duties to uphold as well. So it's not like being an entrepreneur is not like, oh yeah, you're just free, you wake up anytime, you do anything you want. No, there's still, it's even more strict, because it's not like you have anyone down your neck. It's not like you have, you know, if I want to cancel my whole day tomorrow, I can, but it's my name I'm carrying. You're working for Bank of Ireland. You know, if you don't want to work tomorrow, that's Bank of Ireland's name. That's not your name. But if I'm working for DBO Lashed, I'm carrying that name on the back. So however I behave or however I don't behave, that's on my name. So it's even harder than working for a company that...
I have two questions for you, but I'm going to go to number 2 first, right, before I go back to number 1, right? See, you spoke about being the only black lash tech, yeah? So it's going to lead me to this, right? You said about having standards and you hold yourself accountable, the same with your clients, yeah? As black people with businesses, right, I have to go here, because I would kill myself if I didn't. Do you feel, as a whole, do we hold each other accountable enough? Because sometimes service could be shit because of proximity. Are people taking the piss and stuff? And is that why that gives you the mindset you don't want people to be like, do you ever see some girls like exposing people, like lashed hair and all? So you're one of them where you're so focused on like giving such good quality service in the sense of your attendance and this, that and that. You're not trying to get your name out there, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? So what advice do you give to these businesses that are terrible?
So it's not like I'm not operating from a place of fear of like, oh my gosh, I don't want to act anyhow because I don't want to get dragged. I act because I genuinely respect my clients. I genuinely respect their money. I respect that, okay, someone's paying me €50 for my hand service, so I owe them a good service. That's number one. So it's not from a place of fear, it's from a place of respect. That's why I treat my clients the way I do, or operate from my business the way I do. Secondly, I feel like people only respect you as much as you respect yourself. People treat you how you allow them to treat you. People respect you as much as you respect yourself. If I'm showing you that I'm unreliable, I can talk to you anyhow, there's no strict boundaries in this business, you're going to come in thinking there's no strict boundaries with me, you know? So how I portray myself as a business owner is how people will take me in. So I feel like with black business owners, I don't like the whole dragon thing, I'm not going to lie. I'm not for
I was going to say that to you. I'm not really for it either because, like, go in and obviously do the proper procedures. If a refund needs to be done or if this needs to be done, do it. Going on, like, that's what we love doing that as a culture, though.
It's a cultural thing for sure.
Anything that happens, someone has done this. Hey, go on. Do you get me? It's
have you ever seen, like, not even to make it very racial, but have you seen an Indian girl complain about her Indian hair appointment that flopped? Or have you seen the Chinese girl complain about her nail? Do you get me?
But where's the line though? I hear you, and I know people are screaming now that have had appointments delayed or appointments cancelled, or say the girl's meant to go to the house that now they're saying to you, go to my house, and you're getting late feet. Do you get me? What you say? Like, what if someone has taken the piss too much and it's like, nah, it's time to expose? Are you okay then?
No, like I'm not okay with people. Like it's on both sides.
Why are you saying that as an owner though, or
as an owner? I genuinely feel like as much as business, like business you have to be professional. You actually have to be a professional business. So how do I have to explain it? Because people do take the piss, don't get me wrong. I'm not taking that from anyone because I've gotten to take the piss out of as well. Don't get me wrong. And don't get me wrong as well, to confess, I've actually been the girl that has dragged someone at one point as well.
What the fuck? What are you saying all this and then you drag people?
No, I'm talking from a healed place. I'm talking from
yes, I like that.
I've been on both sides. I've been dragged and I have done the dragging, right? Yeah. I just feel like, it's, I don't know. Yeah. You need to... Okay, so your question was basically, what do you do when someone genuinely takes the piss out of you? Okay, so the same question I'll ask is, what would you do if a company, PLT or something, an actual genuine company also took the piss out of you? You'll take it legally. You'll actually find a formal procedure way to solve the situation, no?
Yes, you would, yeah.
You would, because... The internet, I also believe, like, when people are going to drag people on the internet, you're not really going to get your justice. It's just to really expose the situation, I guess, right? But it's a sticky one, because I'm not going to lie, yes, people do try and take the piss. And some, like, I don't know.
No, I wish, because obviously...
It's very sticky.
You see some, like, stories of, like... And it's always, like, hairstyle that's more, I feel. Like, for...
I know, it can be anybody.
It can be anybody, but I do find, like, a lot, like, it's... Because I remember even, like, my sister had an issue there a while ago there. Well, not even... No, my sister's gas. My family members aren't that mad. So the girl now comes to the yard, brings, like, rice in an ice cream bowl. I was asking, can I heat up me food before I do like, do you know what I mean? Like what you do?
It's just
you're here to do here, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's not even like, where's your microwave? Asking me sister to go take the fucking cornetto bowl to bring it to the microwave. Do you get me? Come on.
It's just professionalism, honestly, and it's a cultural thing. It's just like black people are all comfortable with each other. Like we'll just think it's like, like sis, like you know, it's too much comfortability, but you can't allow that space too much. You always have to be professional. And I always say with my clients as well, the way I treat one client is the way I treat all clients. Like there's no real like favoritism. Obviously, like my regulars always get special treatment, of course, but
100%.
respect is all across the board. If you're late, same fees apply to everybody. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I just feel like it's about being an integral business owner.
Yeah.
It's all about, and it's like in every industry, you're not going to have everyone that's perfect or everyone that's good. You know what I'm trying to say? You can have some crappy business owners, but it's going to show in the fruits of your business. It's going to show in your clientele satisfaction. Are your clients generally happy with you? Do your clients generally love you? Do you know? So it's like, it's an integral thing.
Yeah, 100%. And it's, you know what it is as well? Right across the board, food, hair, lash, blah, blah. Because I remember like me growing up, like I said, I'll be probably about 10 years older than you. How old are you? 23?
No.
Wait, you have a son?
I'm older than Naomi.
Right. But anyways, I remember growing
I'm joking.
up.
I'm going 23 in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, so you man are young. But I remember me growing up, so your generation is great because you can make money doing fucking art. Back then, you were laughed at for trying to, like, what was that course? I don't know, makeup artist or makeup beauty or whatever. If you were doing that course, people used to laugh at people like that. But look who's reeling in the money now. It's makeup artists, it's lash techs, it's nail techs, it's all these people that are reeling the money. So it's refreshing to see. And like I said, like we said before, yeah, our culture loves like dragging people and all that, blah, blah. But just remember, at the end of the day, these people some of them are sole business owners. Like say, for instance, for you, yeah, do you work on your own or do you have like people working with you, helping you out?
Like I have but Lash, my business is very much me, but like I have like my accountant, my legal team, mentors. Like I have
no, but I mean, yeah, professional help, but like doing the gig, it's on the floor to you. Because I always say to people, right, where like you want to get to a level where like obviously it's still yours under your umbrella or whatever, but you have people working for you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And you're just behind the scenes doing the gig. Do you know what I mean? Is that a goal of yours, or you would always want to be on the floor? You're hands on always.
No, like there's so much I want to do in life. There's so much. Obviously, like for sure, I'd want to let people work under me and everything. But even with the people I want to, like for anyone that's ever going to work under me, there's going to be a standard. Like DBO is always going to have a standard to uphold. Do you get me? If I've maintained a standard for my name for the past 4 years, I'm not going to employ anybody.
Anyone, yeah.
Do you know? So even with the students I teach, like when you look at their pages, you look at the businesses that they've grown, it has DBO effect. Just there's a standard of teaching, there's a standard of profession, there's a standard of everything. Even my clients, all my girls, like they're so professional. Like everyone that comes to me, like I don't get very bad clients, I don't get messy clients, because there's a standard when you're coming into my space that I've upheld for myself. So everyone follows. How you lead is how people follow. So it's like if you're a messy business owner, how do you expect your clientele to be? You're not going to have professional clients. You're going to have messy clients.
How you lead is how you... Say that again, sorry?
How you lead is how people follow.
I like that.
So...
I like that one. No, you know me, I love quotes and stuff. I love that. Because obviously, like I said before, there's a perception of me online where it's like, why you laughing? Why you laughing? Why you laughing? No,
okay,
what's the perception of me? I'm sorry, tell me, talk.
Okay, for the perception of you, what have you done for that perception to be made? You've obviously done something for them for you to be perceived.
No.
So you feel like the way people see you is like...
You see me on camera for an hour a week. So that's me. You don't see me when friends are down and I'm calling you. You don't see me when, you know, someone needs to lend them money or something like that, or someone needs this, someone needs that. You know what I mean? You don't see me like constantly, like, obviously you don't need to get praise to go to church or whatever, but like I'm telling people, like, look, God, this is what's getting me through situations. Man, them come. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So you getting an hour of me on camera and then or a 10-second Instagram, and then you're like, I don't like, and most of the time when you see my stories, right, and you vouch for me because you're more active, yeah, what is it?
Like you're standing up for something.
Not even that, it's banter. I'm gonna be a crack.
But can I say something, Dongo? Yeah.
No, talk to me.
One thing about social media, and this is one thing that I stand by, right? People only take what you give them. So whatever you give on socials is what they're going to take. So you can't be mad at people for not seeing the church, for not seeing the phone calls to the friends, for you not seeing your family life. That's not what you're showing. People only know you for what you show on social media. So whatever way you want to be portrayed, that's how you show yourself up.
That was so beautifully articulated, yeah.
Yeah.
But
So, yeah.
there's a but.
But
You're still wrong. I showed little Tiago running around. I had my daughter in there the other day. We have it. Listen, you're totally wrong. I'm not mad at these people. I couldn't give a shit. It's when when you hear. Like, I remember before a girl in my job. I've said this so many times on this podcast already. Right? She'd come up to me. She's like, "Dongo, I've had to defend you like out in Charlie's the other night after a night out where someone was talking about you or something like that. It's like, oh, you Dongo's a prick or something." I was like, why? I said, I work with the guy. She's a young one. Like, she walks with me. Do you know what I mean? She walks with me. And she's like, no, Dongo, what do you mean Dongo's a prick? Dongo's sound, like he said to me. Plenty of time, Ness has told me, like, some of our friends, they don't like me, but then they'll see me in Ness doing some content. Oh, no, he's actually all right. Now, like, you get me? We talk all the time, like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, that, but
she's
that's
like a bit better for you
what?
as well.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, but I just leave. I don't give a bollocks. I said, no one's going to do nothing. I'm still going to come up and have a laugh. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I'm just here. I'm for people. Do you get me? And I'm always, you see, even online, there's a lot of migrants that are writing to me saying, Jesus, fair play to you, because we're scared, but you're out there being a voice for us. Do you know what I mean? So, do you know what I like? Do you know what I like being that? I said it already. Even in like our industry, I've had a bit of like, I'm going mad, like, you know, over some certain stuff. Even the other day, this is just my opinion. People have different opinion. That's fair enough. I feel a bit bad on the girls. I don't feel like they're getting enough love. And why is that? GTG.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't feel. Do you know what I mean? I'm asking what's the gig.
Well, don't know.
Oh, they're doing class. I was on the phone to Reed the other day. Me and Reed spoke for about an hour the other day.
Yeah.
And she even texted me saying, like, about, obviously they got the brand deal with Tree, obviously, to do the podcast in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh yeah, Dongo, like, just like, you know, we just want people to comment, you know, we want to do some podcasts in people's kitchens. I know people don't like us and all, but this is right? I know people don't like us and all, but this is so good for the culture. In my head, I'm thinking, nah. I felt kind of bad for kind of opening my mouth the way I did. Well, I'm like, the big girls, they're probably going to like, Dongo, we're big girls, we can handle ourselves. So, like I said to you earlier, I don't know the reaction yet to that episode because I was on a rampage. I don't know the reaction to that, but that's me. Like I said to KD earlier on when I came in here, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Sometimes too hard. And that's where I get annoyed, where it's like, are you fucking listen to what I'm saying? I'm sticking up for the culture. I'm bigging people up. I want people to do well. And I always say, just because you're doing this, yeah, why aren't we championing that? Because that's another person that's probably getting their mas and dads themselves out of a situation. Why are we hating? So what if you're down here? Everyone has that time to shine. Do you get me? That's my thing. And if you're coming from a place of, well, we don't like you, well then it's a you problem. Because me, I'm not coming up here saying, oh, fuck this person or fuck that. I'm not doing that. I did that. Fair enough. Season 1, I did that. I learned. I went to the drawing board. I was like, okay, what type of podcast do I want to be? Yes, I want to be inspirational. Yes, I want to be motivational. Yes, I want to be open about my story, my journey. Yeah. Spoke about my journey with my daughter, where I've had fucking shit, where I chose love over my daughter. Never doing that again. Do you know what I mean? Where like the person isn't really feeling my daughter, but I don't know why. But now it's like my daughter's kind of like, right, Dad, you're going to have to pick me. Or, do you know what I mean? Well, I mean, in my head, I'm thinking, let me pattern this one quick. You're my daughter. You're always going to be here. Do you know what I mean? Let me pattern this one. It burnt me in the ass, Orla. Yeah. Burnt me in the ass. Because when it came to a confirmation, the girls want nothing got to do with you. It's my daughter, bro. Yeah. Do you get me? You learn lessons from that. And I'm telling these stories. John came up here, was open about what happened to him in Australia. You know what I mean? Priya came up here open. Paco came up here. People are open, bro. And this is my platform. People are watching. And you're not just watching a podcast where I'm up here saying, oh, yeah, fucking women have more money than men. No, men have more money. Or who sits in the front, Jamaya, that. Do you know what I mean? Like,
it's crazy because I feel like, not even just on social media, but in real life too, people really only take you in however way they want to take you in.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's crazy. They killed Jesus. They killed Jesus.
Yeah, that's fair.
They didn't because he fulfilled his own prophecy, but do you get me?
Yeah.
No matter how good of a person you try to be, people only see what they want to see. And people can only see you from wherever they're at in life. If I'm operating from a very low vibration life, very low frequency, that's all I'm going to see from you. Just, do you know, I'm going to see on a low vibration. I'm going to see on that low frequency. But if I'm operating on a high frequency. I'm going to see you from that. I'm going to see the good you're doing. Do you know? So people only take in what they want to take in, which is a weird thing about people as well. Because we all perceive people different ways. Surely there's someone out there that you don't like, but you definitely don't know them. Do you know? Yeah. It's weird. It's actually a very weird one. But I feel like even with social media, if you really think about it, we don't have social media that long. We are multidimensional human beings. I can't watch a video of you on my phone and think I know you. In our dimensions as human beings, we have an aura, we have a vibe, we have an energy around us. You get me? There's more to us than just us on a flat screen. That's one-dimensional, two-dimensional. Watching people on the screen is not even. It's like 1D. It's not 3D. Do you get me? There's so much parts to us. Even now, as we're having a chat here in person, I'm looking at your body language. I can feel the energy, there's vibe in the room. You can't get that off the screen. So no matter how much of a good person you are, it's not going to fully transcend through the screen. Because the people that probably are perceived as the best people on social media, whatever, they're probably shitheads in person. It's very weird. So
that's where, and I'm with you to a degree, right? Because this is where I hate. Do you know where I hate? I don't like Instagram. I hate Instagram. Instagram is the fakest app in the world.
Of course. Where
TikTok, I love TikTok. TikTok's my thing. That's where the crackheads are at.
Yeah.
That's where the crackheads are at. Because Snapchat, people are hiding in private stories, being little bitches. Now, see, Snapchat, right, it's different because I think Instagram is my biggest platform. Well, TikTok is, but Instagram is where, like, it's my day-to-day. It's where I obviously run this and stuff like that, yeah? So I give people, like, a bit of me, entertainment, blah, blah, this, that, and that. And I feel like, but with Instagram, like, you'll see someone being a crackhead on their private story, but then on Instagram it's like being all prim and perfect. It's all like being about aesthetics and all this blah blah. That's why I love TikTok so much, where you can just be and Joe, it's not just being about crackheads. There's a lot of creatives there. People try to do stuff there. I see you're doing bleeding vlogs now. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? So people are doing vlogs. You have people that are just speaking to the camera, giving advice. Do you get me? So no, social media it has its good and bad, but it has affected a lot of people's minds, I feel.
For sure. That's the conversation we're actually having today. I don't even have a private story. Like, I don't really have. Like, the most private thing I have is like a close friends, in which I post quotes. Like, let me
just elaborate on that point. Right? Do you have that? See what social media has, like, with the attitude it has towards certain things. Yeah. What if anything has social media gonna not brainwash you, but like, do you look at it and be like, apply it to your life? Say, for instance, relationship wise, with anything. But I'll start off with men. Let's get out of the way. Let's just.
We'll go. So, with social media, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna act like I've never been influenced. I've never been brainwashed. Like, I haven't conformed to like what social media tells me how to live. I have lived that life, but for the last few months, like, I very much operated from a place of really, from the deepest part of me, understanding that it's not real. Do you get me? Even if I look at my social media, even in my most vulnerable vlogs, that's not my real life. Do you get me? There's so much more to my life than what I post. And that's for everyone on social media. So I feel like it does take a lot of work and a lot of willpower and strength and disassociation to actually disconnect from social media, because as much as you say it's not real life, it is a very big part of our lives. How many hours are we on our phones for? Do you get me?
It's a very disgusting.
Exactly. Same. It's actually a big part of us as well. So it's not just about it being social media. It's what you're consuming on social media. It's who you're following. Are you following people that are like yourself, that are trying to be real with their lives, trying to like push a proper positive narrative, trying to, do the right things on socials? Or are you following all these people that are literally just portraying this perfect fake life that is not real? Them, and regardless of how much you want to deny it to yourself, it does get into you. It does make you think, second guess yourself. It's like, there's no reason I should wake up on a Monday morning and watch what a millionaire in Atlanta is doing. It's do you get me? I'm gonna watch what a millionaire in Atlanta is doing. I'm gonna watch what the Dubai housewives are doing. I'm gonna watch what's happening in Lagos. Like, it's too much things I'm consuming as a person. So instead of me looking at my peers, looking at my genuine potential, I'm comparing myself to that millionaire in Atlanta. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's a lot of discipline. It's a lot that you really have to do to stand strong. Not stand strong, but like mentally be strong to understand that, okay, this is just a perception of what they're living. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying what I want, what they want me to be, what they want me to see. You know? Because
you don't it's know. Not easy, you don't know what people are doing, bro.
You actually don't. It's not easy though.
Soft life era is killing people.
Yeah.
There's people like up to their neck in credit union loan debts, bank loans, Provident, the loan off the local loan shark. There's some aunties, I don't know why, but ninjas, the ninjas call it, yeah, but we have a thing called Liki Limba. So it's basically, it's like a pyramid scheme.
Isn't it?
Contribution. Just people go on a holiday, they're forced illegally back. They go on the holiday, they come back, they're not. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's mental out there, and it's all because it's the look at me era. Look at me, I'm balling, I'm cool. Shut the fuck up.
It's
Bookie, you have a tenner in your account.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stop it.
Honestly, and that's like for myself as well. I know, I'm not gonna lie, I did used to be a lifestyle babe. Like, all I used to post, I've always worked my life. Like, my job, like my business, I've always put in work. Like, ask the girls, ask my friends. I'd be in that studio morning to night working my ass off. But I did only, up until a certain point in my life, all I used to post was like my holidays, my nice dinners, you know, like my luxury, like nice side of life. But I feel like it was within the last year, I kind of said, you know what, I have a lot of younger girls following me. I have a lot of girls from like, you know, younger girls following me. And I'm just like, if they're looking at me as like, okay, I want to be like DBO, I want to live type of listyle. I was like, do you know what, let me start showing them how I'm able to get the lifestyle.
That's the keys. Yeah.
Like I said, we're going to go into men and all of that stuff, but how hard I genuinely work and able for me to go on a trip. How hard I actually have to save in order for me to buy a nice bag.
Yes.
There's so much with financials that people don't know. There's so much with, you know, just in life. And I feel like even you're first generation Irish, like Black Irish, right?
Yeah.
Right?
I think so. Yeah.
I also feel like we're also, okay, I'll say my generation will probably be first generation that are entrepreneurs in Ireland. Did we say that, yeah?
Definitely.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
So us being first generation as well, we don't have aunties and uncles that we can drag information from that can tell us about how to be an entrepreneur, how they've been an entrepreneur for 30 years in Ireland. There's so much misinformation that we already don't have. We're not privy to our dad or like our dad's friend that owns a trucking company. Do you get me? Like, there's so much that we just don't know because our culture, our community don't know it. So if I felt like I'm robbing people of the opportunity to become something like what I'm doing if I'm not actually showing them the real ins and out of what I'm doing and how I'm doing it and getting the information, because obviously even where I work as well, my mentors, the people that own my building, they've been great in my life. They've told me so much information that my mom couldn't have told me, my dad couldn't have told me, like no one around me would have known, just because we don't have, like we're not here, like they said, they only really got us in not too long ago. You know, we're not here that long to really know the ins and outs of this country, know the ins and outs of taxation, know the ins and outs of finances. Even women alone, I'm very big on, like, even my friends on financial, like me and the girls, we really sit down and talk about money, like talk about debt, talk about how to clear our debt. We really, really talk about money. Like, there's no shyness around it, because all this, like, it's just like, okay, we have the soft life stuff, we'll get back to that, but with the money thing as well, even as women haven't been able to own money for that long. Sure, it's only like in 1990s something that women only started being allowed to have their own bank accounts. So even just being a woman alone, we're already lacking in that financial aspect as well. So when I sit down with my friends, I'm like, okay, let's have a budget. Like, I'm that friend, like we're budgeting our money, we're really talking about finances. And to add being a Black woman on top, you know, so I'm very strict. I'm a very, very strict person in life. So it's like, all that soft life stuff, it is real. I'm not gonna say it's all fake, because some people actually do work hard and give themselves a nice life, like I like to do. I love a luxury thing. I love the nice chips. I love the nice bags. So I'm not gonna take that away from myself. But it's about how we show it, how we portray to get it. Someone will show, I just bought a new house. Okay, can you sit us down and even hop on a podcast, talk about the realistic things you had to do to get that house? How did you do it? Okay, you had debt. How do we clear our debt? Okay. Save. How do we save? How much do we put aside? There's these, like, we'll hear all these generic terms, but there's no one actually sitting down with us to break it down.
Yeah.
Do you know? So that's what I want to do, from even like with my event and everything. Like, obviously as a business owner, I spoke about like my mental health as well. Like, it's not just glitz and glams. It's not just chips. It's not just you're making money. It's shit with business. Like, you'll be rich today, broke tomorrow. Like, that's the realities of an entrepreneur. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I was going to get to your event, but there's something that I want to touch on a little bit, right, before we get back to business, right, and you. What I'm loving seeing these days, and I heard it on GTG's podcast, they're like asking, like, how do you know a man has money? I think Roz was explaining, like, you know, like guys who are gamers. Like you'll know about their gadgets, because them gadgets, none of them things, them streaming yokes and all that expensive. You get me? And I look at that with like women as well, like in this aspect of like, John, I'm seeing these days. It's not even like, no, like a board's gone out with a fella, that fraudster, that drug dealer or whatever. You know what I mean? Or that guy with the tech job or whatever. Girls are going away, Vegas, Thailand, fucking Brazil and all there together, Mexico, balling. I love seeing that, bro. Do you get me? Like young black girls or girls my age or whatever, all just making money together. That's lovely to see. Cause I remember back, like you said, the other generation wasn't doing that. They were doing leaking about people running. Do you know what I mean? People running or having
Wait, they do the thing and then go on the run.
Bro, as your mama told you, there's going to be people have the A first and dipped. They don't come back and that fucks up the you know, don't you? Yeah, do you get me? Booking, so it's good to see that, man. It's good to see all these young entrepreneurs, these young hustlers, girls in tech or whatever, all doing well. Do you get me?
Yeah, I know the girls.
It's class. It's class. I love that. But come here, you talked about your event that you had, and fair play to you. I remember seeing it on people posts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So chat to me about that. Why did you get to a point where I want to throw an event? Was it to educate people? As I said earlier, you were educating as well, or what was the gig there with that? Or just tell people about your journey?
Oh, what really inspired the event? I feel like, people know DBO as this successful boss. Yeah. They know the glitz and glams of me, but it's just like I've been and still go through a lot of stuff. Yeah, you know.
No, don't want to. You're correct.
Like,
go on.
Mental health is a very real thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like I've lost friends to mental situations and everything. So mental health is really real, and I feel like around the time I got my inspiration, it was just like I feel like people talk a lot about mental health, but no one really talks about it. It's always like when something happens, and then it's like, oh yeah, check on everybody or make sure this is that. But it's like if more people came out and spoke, and people still do, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like if people spoke about the realities of it, so it's like, yeah, you see the glitz and glams, but this is what I still go through. I still relate with you on anxiety. I still relate with you on overthinking. I still relate with you on these things. I'm still, like, you get me? And just, I really wanted to gather all my clients together, gather all the girls together, because obviously as a business owner, a lot of girls love talking to me about business. Not just girls, a lot of people like talking to me about business. So I was like, I want you to know the real deal when it comes to business. And I also want you to understand that it is going to be very mentally challenging, especially knowing that there's no paycheck coming out at the end of the month. You can put in all the work and get nothing out of it. That can take a very big mental toll on you. You can be trying to run a business and life is life and things are happening, families happening. How do you hold yourself? How do you cope with that? How do you still show up as at a standard? How do you still maintain that standard? And that's really kind of what I wanted to portray at the event. I hope I did so well. I did. Because all the girls left there feeling very inspired.
And I had a few friends that were there. You did. Ness hosted as well, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
Shout out Ness, man. Yeah.
And another thing I also wanted to show people, to tell the people at my event, or just even my girls, is just the fact that I keep calling them my girls. Oh, we're all a family anyways. But understanding why you're doing what you're doing. There's always, because the why is really the battery in your back. Like you said, your why is your kids. Boom. Nothing is going to stop you, because you know you have at the end of the day, you have those kids. No matter what they're saying on socials, no matter what they're saying to you, no matter how they're dragging you or cooking you, whatever, you have kids to fend for. So nothing is going to come between you and your why. So I wanted to bring the girls together to literally, I made like these cute little manual books for how to figure out your why, how to really dig deep and understand why you're doing what you're doing. I remember I sat down with Naomi and we did it. Because I was like, I feel like a lot of people just kind of threw it to the side. And every time people came back to me, I was like, girls, do that handbook I gave you. So I sat down with Naomi and I was like, it's called the seven levels deep why. So if you start writing, okay, I'm doing a podcast, why? By the time you get to level 7, apparently, what is it? You're going to unlock a whole different reason. So you'll think it's because, you just want to get your voice out there, you want to do this. But by the time you get to level 7, you can come to realize that because as a child you never even got listened to, so now you know you can make a platform for yourself for people to hear. Do you get me? So I remember I was doing Naomi's why with her, and by the time we got to even 4, she was like, oh my god, like she was bawling her eyes out. She was crying because it actually
you was
it actually is that deep though, because obviously with music and everything and just anything in life, like it gets very overwhelming, it gets stressful and you want to give up, but you only give up because you don't have a strong why. If you know your why, there's nothing that can really depart from that. If I know my why, if I know I'm doing this because I want to escape my social or economic environment, I want to pay back my mom for everything. She's like, I know why I'm doing this. It's not going to be a few comments that are going to stop me from doing this. It's not going to be a few downfalls or a few bob that I've lost. Like, there's not a lot of things aren't going to get to me because my why is stronger than my downfalls or my why nots. Not my why nots. My why is stronger than my... Why not? Yeah, why not? That makes sense, right?
Your English today, like...
Girl,
It's a long day. It's a long day. It's a long day. Yeah. Go ahead though. Go ahead. Yeah.
But you get what I'm trying to say. So that's basically what I wanted to really talk to the girls about. And I just wanted. I feel like I come across a lot of girls, a lot of people that have such great dreams, such big inspirations, so many things they want to do, but they just can't start. They just don't know what it is that's stopping them. And I believe it's because they don't know why. You don't know why you don't know why you want to do it. You don't have that battery in your back. You know you want to do this, but you don't have that strong hold as to why you want to do it, you know? Because if you knew your why, then why wouldn't you do it?
And I was gonna ask you, you touched on the mental aspect of things. I want to elaborate a little bit on that because even me, I want to be my own boss. Everyone wants to be an entrepreneur, blah blah. But I've heard a couple of entrepreneurs speak as well. People don't understand how tough it is. Like you said, say for instance me, yeah. I work 5 days a week. I could probably take like 2 days off or whatever. I'll probably dock a little bit of money off me, but I'm still guaranteed a check at the end of the month. Mm-hmm. Like you have to literally be in because it's all on you. Do you get me? Mm-hmm. You probably need like money for this and this and this and this and lights and whatever, blah blah. Just talk to me how hard it is being your own boss and the difficulties facing being like an entrepreneur. So some of the hardest challenges you face like on a regular basis or whatever.
It's the bills. It's always bills every week. Like, let's talk about rent, even for my studio space. There's always overheads. There's responsibilities that you're going to have, whether you do them clients or not, whether you make the money or not. There's bills that have to be paid. But I feel like that applies to even people that are working on a job. But to be more specific to entrepreneurship, I would feel like, what's the hardest things? It's knowing that you have to keep that momentum going. There's no time to slow down. If you slow down, the money slows down, the business slows down, everything slows down, everything lacks. When you're not operating from a place of good, like if you're not operating from a good place, everything lacks. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Everything really starts with you. So it's that constant maintenance of a standard, I feel like, if you have a standard. It's that constant insecurity of, okay, will this month be a good month? Am I going to get fully booked again? By God's grace, what's actually crazy, and I feel like this is a God-given business. Every month since I started this business, I've always been fully booked. I've never gone, like, this by the grace of God, but I know it's not the same for everyone. But it's just that, okay, I've dropped slots, are people going to book? Because if they don't book, I don't make money. If I don't make money, I can't pay my bills. So it's just that constant, like, do you know what I'm trying to say? It's also the comparison as well. You're looking at other business owners that are doing the same thing as you. And I always say, obviously, we all know comparison is the thief of joy, but we're still human beings. Anybody can compare themselves to anything. You never know when it's going to creep up on you. You could just be scrolling and, oh yeah, well done to her. And it's like, we're all human beings. We all feel it. You could see someone else achieve something and you're just like, oh, you can be happy for them, but you'd still want it for yourself. And it's like, oh, but how do I get there? And what was me? Like, you know, it's so many things don't go, like, it's not just one thing. It's the wholeness of it. Do you know? And I actually don't know how entrepreneurs do this without God. I don't know how they do it without faith. I actually don't know. Like,
I don't know how a lot of people don't do it without faith. You know,
I actually don't know.
You know, sometimes I sit there, I'm like, I talk to myself, I'm like, obviously before, like, say, it start getting, like, heavy for me, like, you know, faith-wise, I think 2017 times when I really start, like, because obviously we had a whole topic of going to church is trendy or Christianity is trendy, whatever. But I remember 2017, before the trendy, I was gonna say getting on my knees, but then people be like, pause. But you know what I mean. I start praying, right? I start like really talking to God and really developing a relationship. And I remember I started seeing things start moving for me. Do you know what I mean? And like you said there, you don't know how people do things with God, but then I look at, like, you know, all these mad, say someone like Donald Trump, he's mad. He says some mad stuff, like, comes across as evil or whatever. Or fucking, you get like people like, what's that fucking dope's name? People like, not Piers Morgan, what's her name? Jennifer Hopkins, is it? Some woman on Twitter anyways, big platform. Because we just talking crap, racist stuff, but they all have this mad life, millions and billions, and be like, how
ungodly people become successful.
Yeah.
The answer to that to me is I believe that I feel like there's certain principles to certain things. Whether you add God to it or not, there's certain principles to things. Like, there's certain financial principles. Like, how do I know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, you're about to cook.
Okay. It doesn't take crazy faith to know that 1 + 1 = 2.
Okay.
Does that make sense, right? So I believe to success, there's certain principles that are laid out, I believe by God, that if a human being follows those principles, you are going to be successful. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Better so with God, but those principles are the principles. It's like, I'm very bad at analogies. See, even time my brain slows down. But like, I know where I'm trying to go here.
Yeah. No,
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like,
it
it doesn't take rocket science to know that 1 + 1 equals 2. That's the best way to put it for me. But there's certain principles that apply to everything in life that will lead to success. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So if a human being is following those principles, they are going to be successful.
So you believe in luck as well then?
I don't believe in luck. I believe in those principles.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I believe in, so even me, right? See, even me, like I look at some stuff, I'm just like, it does take just, you can have all that all you want, but you need a bit of luck as well.
Do I believe in luck? I don't believe in luck. I believe everyone is graced in everyone is graced in their own way. Everyone. Yeah, I don't believe in all that stuff. Like, everything is very much God. Like, do you get me? It's everyone's grace.
But you just said there, though, some things are just principle.
Yeah, but look, I'm talking about in regards to look. Everyone's like, your grace is sufficient for you. Everyone's grace is different. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And it's like, whether someone chooses God or not, God still loves them. They're still God's child.
Yeah, 100.
Do you get me? So it's
100.
like, I don't know. I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe in luck. I don't believe in chance. I don't believe in any of those things. I believe everything is very specific. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I'm just on that, right? So you, obviously, I see you in church. I see you in, obviously, open circle and stuff like that. See, when did your kind of, like, walk with God start? And was there, like, obviously, we've always been in the church or whatever, be as kids or whatever, but we go away for a minute because we go into the world or whatever. Was there, like, situations that happened to you in life that brought you back, or you were just always in it and always, like, faithful? Because I've had some, like, where mine, like, I've never really been away. It's gotten stronger with what's happened to me in life since 2022, 23. A lot of mad stuff has happened, do you know what I mean? And I've always, like, look, I keep saying to people, it's like, yeah, therapy's good, yeah, speaking up is good and all that, blah, blah. For me, the key foundation to me being okay, lately especially, even something mad happened today, but I'm good. I went home to my mom. Mom's asked me, all right? Friends, I said, I'm good. Because there's a verse in the Bible, the Joshua 1:9, where, like, God's never going to leave your side. I'm so good. Do you get me? It gives me so much peace. So where have you been at with that? Like, has anything happened in your family life? Obviously, I don't have to get deep into it, but I have to ask the question. Family life, professional life, personal life, relationships that has had you, like, so, like this with your faith? Or anything in your past that you probably were a bit mad yourself? You know what I mean? So if you want to, because here, we want to go on, if I speak, we talk. It's none of this PR shit. You know what I mean? Naomi.
I feel like it's a bit of everything, to be honest. It's actually a bit of everything. And I've always known, like, looking back on my life, like, remember, you were in church this Sunday, right?
Yeah.
The pastor spoke about insight, hindsight, and foresight. With hindsight, looking back on my life, there's never been a moment where God wasn't there. It's did I choose to look at him or not? He's never not been there. It's where was my attention at, you know? So now that he's ever more so present in my life, it's his presence is, how do I explain it? Now, because now I'm looking, he's so evident in my life. But your question was what drew me closer to God, or what made me be more straight on my faith journey? It's understanding who God is and understanding that this ultimate creator has put me here on earth, resides with me, in me, is with me, and has chosen me to be here. It's like that plant behind you. It's connected to the soil. If you take that plant out of the soil, what's going to happen? The plant is going to die. If I live life outside of my source, which is God, what would inevitably happen to me? I will surely die. That's what God told Adam in the garden. If you sin, which sin is turning away from God or being apart from God, you will surely die. Why would I want to live life out the source that created me? Like, what other option? And don't get me wrong, I've lived life without God. I've done that.
We all bleed and have. And that's the thing with the church, though. Sometimes before these people come, they look a bit in cult sometimes, people, when they come from me, but a lot of us have lived away. Yeah. And that's, you know what I mean? What? It's the gig. Do you know what I mean? We have lived away. It is what it is. But it's even me, and listen, people, because I know, like, especially with this church being a trend thing.
What was it? Was you that posted something about our church?
No, do you know what it was, right? I'll remind you. I'll refresh. I'll jog your memory. So obviously, my boy John.
Was it you that said it was the influencer?
My family call it the influencer church, yeah.
Why?
So what you mean, boy? Look who goes to it. Everyone.
I don't see, like...
You don't see, yeah, because you don't see, that's right. Because sometimes when I see you in church, you walk by us, if you don't have your glass, you don't see.
I'm not there to see anybody.
Let me let you know the gig, right? So, I remember before I went to that church, yeah. So obviously I wasn't driving at that, and I wasn't going to church or whatever, yeah. But I'd watch sermons at home and all, whatever. But I wasn't going. I said to myself, right, my car was on the way. Just ordered my car. I was coming in from the UK. His car was on the way, and obviously I had to get the VRT and all that. I was like, right, I'm gonna go to church every Sunday. I don't work like I used to work in Labrooks, which is it's a bookmakers. I used to work like weekends. Do you get me? So I wouldn't have a chance to go to church anyways. So with my car now, working on Monday to Friday, I'm like, right, every Sunday I'm gonna be going to church. I want to go to a church. So I was gonna choose Solid Rock, right, or this church because I've seen everyone going to the Bleeding Cinema 10:30 on a Sunday. So what's the gig? So at first I was seeing the boys, obviously. Ness was there, Renzel, Cello. So what's this? What, everyone from the fucking music industry and podcasters, everyone's there. Do you know what I mean? So I said, right, let me just go and check it out, like, see what the gig is. I went and I fell in love with it. You know, expectation. I fell in love with it. I fell in love with like just the like, you know, in the mall. Obviously you go in, they have a spot with for the kids and stuff, and everyone's so, you know how friendly people are. They all want to join a bleeding fucking team and all. I remember when my daughter was there, right? She came up to me, she goes, Dad, they keep asking me to join teams. Don't ask me to join the Connected. They asked me to join a social media team, and I was like, no, I'm all right, I haven't got time. Do you know what I mean? I need to go in there and I bounce. But yeah, I remember like, obviously outside looking in, my brother Sean or Sophia, my sister, they'd be looking and be like, everyone's there, and they're calling it the influencer church.
It's beautiful though, the thing you mentioned about the teams. It's so beautiful that it's like, because I noticed, like, not I noticed, but when you find yourself in your faith walk and your faith journey, it's very hard to change your community. You could be going to church every Sunday, but Monday to Saturday you're in some BS.
Yeah.
But at least I love the way the church offers, okay, on Monday there's this, on Tuesday there's
Yeah,
that. Like,
yeah.
there's something to just even draw you out, even if it's for an hour or two of your day, just to keep you fed throughout the week. I love that. I'm not going to...
Are you going Friday?
I've gone every... Look.
Are you going every day, have you?
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to lie. I've actually done it on my own because I haven't had time in the evenings to go on the prayer walks. But every morning I wake up at 7 a.m. and go on my prayer walk.
Oh, yeah?
I've worn my band. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So...
Well, we're all going Friday. We're all going Friday.
We're going Thursday because Thursday's the one where we live. Yeah.
Thursday I'm recording. It's a Friday night in Blanche as well, no?
Why do you see where I live?
Huh?
Everybody knows where I'm Blanche.
Everyone, listen, everyone. I've had Jesse here. I've had Beard. Everyone that comes up here is bleeding from Plantain. He was the last episode. Everyone's from Bleeding Blanche.
Plantain's from Blanche?
Yeah, he's from Blanche. Said on the pod here, he's from Blanche.
No, he's not.
He moved to... No, he is originally from Blanche. Moved to Briggs.
Originally.
Yeah.
Everyone's originally from Blanche.
Yeah, everyone's from fucking Blanche. Yeah, even Priya, one of the episodes, she's from Blanche.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But no, it is beautiful. Even with me, like, you know, I love it, man. I love seeing everyone on a Sunday, especially with my friend group, yeah? What I love about my friend group, and Ness is going to love this one, it's not just like friends going out and having some food to eat or a party and whatever. We worship together, do you know what I mean? Then obviously after, we have our little thing where we go to Heritage, then we'll go to someone's house and we'll sit there, and it's just so beautiful. These are people that you're breaking bread with, you do content with, and you go to church with, you get me? And whereas, like you said earlier, like I was going to ask you, right, even with your growth and how like you're doing so well, have you had like to get away from certain people that aren't like not aligned with your vision? But like I remember speaking to off camera to, I guess I'll tell you after because I don't want to say on camera, but he was having a bit of like, he's getting a bit of success with what he's doing. He's getting flown out to places, he's doing well. And he was speaking about one of his boys goes to him, oh, you haven't been banging gym lately? And then he goes, yeah, I'm too busy making real money. Now, but he wasn't saying that in a way of like, I'm dogging my boy. He's just saying, like, I'm out here hustling, I'm getting flown out here, there, everywhere, I'm doing well, whatever, right? So his boy took it the wrong way, though. Oh, so you think you're better than me, blah, blah, blah. Watching me making real money, like as if I'm not making money, da, da, da. You think you're better than me, this, that, and that. And we're saying a lot of shit out of anger now. That, usually when someone's saying stuff out of anger, what's that mean? It means that's how they really feel, really.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
So he's kind of had to take a back door, step back and be like, right, I'm getting it, because obviously you're looking at me pocket watching, do you get me? And I imagine this guy has a decent job working, I think it's a finance job, like or engineering or something like that. He's a good job, but he's looking at his mate a certain way. So have you had to kind of have that, or your friend group, like everyone's aligned, everyone's perfect, everyone's like not perfect, but everyone's like on the same vision. No one's looking at each other's pockets. No jealousy, or anything like that.
Yeah, but it, like
Even your part, I'm not saying your friend. See now, but have you had to X some people?
I feel like I've never really been the one since uni to have like crazy amount of friends. I've always already had like around 4 or 5 people at most in my circle at most. But I say my friends now very much aligned, very much God is foundation of everything we do. We hold her accountable to just certain things that if I ask Naomi to do, she's not doing it with me. Like, do you get me? Or if she asks me to do certain things, we're all on the same page now with my friends now. But beforehand, yeah, of course, I've lost a few people along the way. Nothing bad has ever happened. Like, there's no friend I've really lost that I could really speak down on or say this happened. Just alignment, honestly. The way the paths we were going were it was like a Y. It came like a Y. I was going here. People were going that way. And it's sad. It's obviously heartbreaking. But
oh no, friendship breakups?
Yeah.
What? I had a nigga, yeah. I spoke about the situation, right? I had a nigga, because I'm not afraid, they can't slap me, I'll talk about it. So I had a best friend, right?
Yeah.
15 years deep, strong. But the nigga can't keep his fucking dick in his pants. Do you know what I mean? No, we talk about dicks here. I don't give a fuck, right? Pause.
You curse so much.
Pause. As the Irish Mr. Brooke Irons.
You and Naomi.
You know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is, right?
To my ear.
It is what it is. My nigga still tired shit. My nigga. Right? So, yeah. One of the man them broke up with his girl. And this nigga now, the best mate, goes on now, knock.
His girl's best mate.
No, the nigga. We're in a friendship group. He goes and knocks. I get wind now. One of the man them was like, listen, I'm going to tell my mom because if this happened to me, I want one of you guys to tell me type thing. I wasn't there. My home, my fucking kids, changing nappies. I'm minding my own business. That's how I got dragged into this, right? Hey. So I go ask the best friend. Now I'm walking. Best friend pulls up. I go ask the nigga. I was like, did you do X, Y, and Z? Nigga says to me, no. Ola, Naomi. I'm not there, right? The fuck do you want me to? I'm not there. I left there. I don't want to get involved. It's awkward situation because you're my best mate, but obviously you're my friend as well, but you're my best friend. Out here slinging his dick. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, come to find out now, one of the man them that was actually there has solid information that this is the gig. He stuck it in her. You know what I mean? He did do it. Now I'm privy to this information, but I'm like, right, I wasn't there. I didn't hear it from him or blah, blah. I'm just staying out. I'm not saying nothing. I don't want to, because now in the culture or even on the block, I go now and tell my man I'm a rat. Do you know what I mean? I lose my best mate. I say nothing, he finds out, I lose him. I'm in a lose-lose situation, so I'd rather just...
So wait, what has happened here is your best friend has slept with your friend's girl.
Yeah, but we're all friends.
Wow.
It's like you and Naomi.
God forbid.
You have...
God forbid.
Yes, I'm saying God forbid, yeah, but you and Naomi... you and Naomi, your best mates, you and a fella, you break up, he goes now and knocks Naomi. And you have another friend. Right, you go down next to young. We have another friend, right? That's her name is Shardon. Shardon knows the gig, but she doesn't know what to tell you. Do you know what I mean? Because she doesn't want, do you know what I mean? Like, because then she's gonna lose Naomi, but if she doesn't, you find out about Sharon, she's gonna lose you. That's the gig. That's where I was. Do you know what I mean?
Oh God.
Boom. Shit hits the fan. One of the boys has told him, and he's like, so and so knows. So I got a phone call. Yeah, what's the gig? We said. What's all this heavy talk? What's the gig to you? Right? So I'm pulling up to your house, come down. Orla. Hey. Go downstairs, like, yeah. Do you know about this? I'm like, I heard about it, yeah. I tell you, you shouldn't be laughing. It's not funny, but yeah, I heard about it. He was like, yeah, blah, blah. I was like, look, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if it was true or not. I asked the guy. He said it wasn't, so I just said I'll stay out of it. He's like, yeah, grand. 10 minutes later, I got a phone call. Yeah. I don't wanna, I feel like you're fake. Yeah.
From your bestie?
Not. Why not, nigga? I called, we'll get to him in a second. The guy that they knocked his girl.
Yeah, you were.
I was fake.
Omission
Wait.
of...
No, because you're sitting on the fence.
Yes,
I'm
omission
not,
of truth is still bad. Like,
no, but okay, I'm sitting on the fence, right? Okay, that's why. See the new godly me now. I was like, I was always mad at this guy, right? And we're kind of back talking or whatever, right? But I was always mad at this guy because I'm like, I wasn't there, right? I asked the nigga, I didn't know what the gig was. I don't know if he did it or not. He said he didn't. I wasn't there. How? Do you know what I mean? Like, what, even if like, what do you want me to do? Like, go over there and take the dick? Like, what do you want me to do? Take the dick out? Like, what the fuck? Like, do you know what I mean? I wasn't there. But he always looked at it in the lens of like, yo, my mate, you should have said something like my man did. Do you know what I mean? So fair enough. I hear. So you're saying like it was fake from me. So can you why was it fake?
I don't think it was fake. I just think it was. Yeah, it just wasn't. It was ingenuous. You get me? Like, even if like, I'm not gonna lie. If you hear something like that and. Even for if there's no smoke, actually, I'm not gonna lie, I don't believe really that, but I don't believe on fences. I don't, like, standing on the fence isn't it for me as well either. It's like being lukewarm.
Yeah, no, but you speak about standards, and that's what I said to myself. It's like, do you know what? Even with my friend group now, there's a lot of things. I said this to Emmy the other day, right? Say, for instance, I'll say here as well. Actually, I don't want to name names, but anyways, any of my mates, I will never talk bad on them. Like I was saying to Katie earlier, I'm the type of guy, I wear my heart on my sleeve. I love too hard.
Yeah.
That's my fucking, but I care too much. She said earlier on, I talk too much. It's not about talking too much. I just fucking care too much. I just want everyone to do well. I love everyone, do you know what I mean? But my friend group, if I ever heard like on the, don't friends, they bitch about each other. I don't care what you say. Everyone bitch about each other. Everyone bitches. So-and-so did this, so-and-so that. I'm in a lot of circles. People are big. Everyone's bitching about each other, yeah? Right? If I ever hear in my own group, that's like, say for instance, someone said, oh yeah, about me, I'm done. Look, there's none of this. Hey, you're gonna open up Leviticus chapter 3 and you have to forgive. No, there's none of that. Because I would never do that to any of my mates. Never. Do you know what I mean? So that's the standard where I'm holding, and even stuff like that where like, even to the point, obviously I used to joke coming on here and I'd still joke. Some girls be taking an OTT, but that give me what I want. I love rattling people on social media, yeah? So, niggas cheating on their boards. I'm starting to, I don't know, you know. Single, do the fuck what you want. Niggas who are in Playboy Clarity, don't, because they gotta look at me sideways, my private story, it's crazy, right?
You took me out your private story, Dongo. We'll talk about that after.
No, we'll talk about it, right? But yeah, no, if you're single, do the fuck what you play the long games, do what you want. But boards in relationships, niggas in relationships with girls, like you're cheating on her, it's a bit, at this age, if you're cheating like past the age of 30s, it's a bit mad. You know what I mean? Nigga, go start a family.
Cheating is an age thing though.
It's not an age thing, but look, young people are immature. It's a mature thing. It's a maturity thing, no? It is. Yeah. Can you agree with me? It's a maturity thing. If you're at 30 years of age, you have a girlfriend 3-4 years deep with her, you're ringing the man them without Friday boys have 2-3 parked off or going on a 2-man step. Come on. That is a bit mad, no?
Yeah.
But if an 18, 19-year-old, 20-year-old doing it, you're just saying he's immature. He's a little boy.
True.
Come on, I'm landing.
See,
no, give me your opinion. Give me your opinion.
Relationship stuff, it's just like...
Give me your opinion.
Opinion on cheating.
No, on what I said there. It's not an age thing because you don't agree with me. Give me your opinion.
I do believe, like, obviously with age does come, with age should come maturity, but because people grow older does not mean that they're grown with wisdom. People don't age with grace. People just age. Like, age is like, it's like that thing is set by principles. Regardless of what you do or don't do, you're going to turn a new age. Do you get me? You're going to grow. Whatever you do within
so you don't get wiser as you get older?
No, you don't get wiser.
I feel you do. I don't agree with that. I feel you do.
No, you do not.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Let me tell you something, right?
Tell me.
I was 19 when we had Vinay.
Okay.
19. I thought I was a man, right?
Okay.
I'm 31 now. And I look back at my life, right? You said about hindsight, yeah? Hindsight now, I would never have a child at 19. If Tiago came to me, or even especially Vinay, came to me, their mother or father at 19, I'd snap. Because you don't know nothing. And you do get, for me, you do, I feel like I've gotten so much worse since I'm older. The one thing about me, and I'll be so real, that where I still struggle with to this day, and my prayer to God every single time is to get the spirit of anger out of my heart. I don't know how to be calm when it comes to like certain situations where where I know KD for a fact, not just because of what he does, I know for a fact, or someone like Laulu, they're so calm, Simba, calm people. But where me, I just go 0 to straight to 100, you get me? Whereas taking them steps, now I'm not saying they would never get to 100 because at the end of the day, we all have a temperament, you get me? But me, I fly off the handle, and it's fucked up relationships in the sense of like relationships or friendships because I just fly off the handle. Do you get me? But I've realized like I'm calming down a little bit more, and I'm even like I'm more accountable. Do you get me? I don't know. I think you do. For me, the older you get, the wiser you are. For me, I think.
I think so. What you said there, the experience about you having a child at a young age, that's because you learn from your experience. People don't learn from experience, and there's some guys that have been having kids since they were 19. They're on their 5th, 4th baby mom by now. It's not the experience that teaches you; it's your intentionality to take from what that experience gave you. What did you learn from that? Do you get what I'm trying to say? You could, like, life is about living in cycles. People live in the same cycles of BS because they don't take from their experiences. It's not age that taught you that. It's your intentionality on looking back and being like, okay, that wasn't the best decision. Why wasn't the best decision? Because it led to this, because it put me in this situation. It's analyzing what you're going through, living life intentionally. As you're growing older, look at the way you're living now. Look at your moral principles. You're going to church every Sunday. You're in better communities. You're in better friendship groups. You're inevitably going to age better, because the way you live your life on a daily is renewing your mind from the way you used to live, right? But if you're living 31 still, don't go, it's actually by the grace of God that you're thinking and living the way you are. Some people actually don't. Like, it's not age. And it's like, that whole anger thing you said as well. I used to be a hothead. Oh my God. Like,
you're from Blanche, I get it.
I used to be insane.
You people.
Like, I used to be, thank God for maturity and growth. But, like, it's not, I'm still a baby girl. Like, I'm still very young. It's not age that taught me that. Like, a lot of my friends, like, are very much older than me. Not friends, but, like, people I'm really close to. Even my clients, like, I'd be busting up with, like, my 30-plus clients. Like, I love those good women because, like, my mindset is just, it's my intentionality of how I live my day-to-day life. It's not about my age. It's about my consumption of what I take on social media. It's what I read, what I look at, who I look to as well. It's not my age that is, do you know? And obviously I don't know it all. There's still so much life.
No, you have like I said, the thing with you guys' generations, I feel like you're so much more. I didn't know, like, Naomi shocks me that she's only 22, 23. Like, even you go on as if like you're 27, 28, the way you go on your mind. Do you know what I mean? But you're only like so young, and I feel like even. Go on, you want to say something?
Yeah, because.
Go on.
I always say to myself, in my head, I am 26. Like, I've lived a life. I should be 26 years old. That's a normal age for me. But the stuff I've been through in my life, genuinely, I still have, like, okay, before 25, you can live life, and then 25, you pull up your socks-ish. But I still have a few years to, like, act anyhow. But what life has shown me so far, and what I take from what life has given me, it's only going to make me better from how I go on from here, you know? But I could also choose to be like, I'm still young, sure, I'll deal with it later, I'll deal with it later. But me dealing with stuff now, me maturing now, me being intentional with my lifestyle and my life now will only even make me better as I grow on. Not that I will know it all, but I will have better tools to deal with whatever life will throw at me in the future.
Yes, that's true.
So it is not age that makes you wise. If so, I don't think stuff like passed down generational rubbish will happen. I think our parents will be so wise, they'll be so perfect, and they wouldn't have brought us up as, not as bad, but, you know, they wouldn't have made the mistakes they did. Because sure, they've lived 50 plus years. Sure, should they not know all this? Should they not have 50 years worth of knowledge? But they don't. Because it's not age that gives you knowledge or wisdom. Wisdom is applied knowledge. You're wise in the fact that you have gone through experiences, right? So you know better. Wisdom now, being wise, is now doing better. Knowledge isn't enough. You can be sitting on a bag of knowledge. You can know it all, but you're not doing anything. It's like, I always say people when they want to start businesses and they show me their whole business plan, they show me everything. I'm like, that's well done for doing that. What makes you what? Like, what you got me? Where do you apply it? And it's even like the Bible, you know, you go to church on Sunday, you listen to the pastor, like you get a good word, you're like, yes, yes, yes. But your life is still crap because you're not applying what they're saying. You're not applying these biblical principles. You're not applying what you're learning along as life goes on. So that's where people go wrong. So I don't think everyone just, like I said, doesn't take rocket science for you to grow older. You know? Don't
worry, we'll do Instagram for life for you. Cause I know people are gonna debate this. We'll do a nice little.
I don't debate with people, you know. I hate arguing. I don't argue because you know what it is. There's things that.
No, because I know because all the time, like when the pod drops, there's always a little debate about something. Like
you can make a clip and they'll comment, right?
Debate. It's not like an angry debate. It's a good debate.
Of course, but the reason I don't
argue, difference of opinion. Do you get me?
The reason I don't argue that much or like to go back and forth within opinions is because sometimes, especially when I'm speaking truth, I'm not arguing what's true. It's like even like with Christianity, let's call it like Christianity, religion, right?
Go on.
There's some things in the Bible, like Pentecostal people argue this, Catholics argue this, that. But at the end of the day, there's the truth. Do you get me? So you can have all these arguments, go back and forth in opinions, which is, you can all do that, but there's a truth and that stands. And a lot of people can't stand the truth. So I'm not going to argue with people just for argument's sake. I don't argue. I don't debate. I don't like, we're arguing about, do you get me, whose truth is more true. Do you know, it's weird to me.
Yeah, I seen a meme a while ago, I think it was Keanu Reeves.
It's so cold.
He's like, I'm after getting
Maybe can we turn off?
I'm after getting to a point in life where, like, if you tell me 2 + 2 is 6,
It is. The sky is great.
have a nice day. Do you get me?
Because what is the game? Am I trying to prove, like, sometimes even argument is very prideful because it's like, what point are you trying to make? Are you just trying to, am I arguing with you so I can be fulfilled that you now see my truth as your truth? Am I arguing with you? Not even arguing. Am I debating with you so you can get an understanding of the truth? Because then that's not debating. That's me teaching you. Do you know? And I've come to a place to realize where people are so stuck in their mindsets. Like, the hardest thing to change is your mind. The hardest thing to train is your mind. The hardest thing to renew is your mind. It's a lifelong process of, like, you know. And I feel like sometimes it's only God that can change some people's minds. It's not me. It's not me that's going to change your mind on certain things and the way you see life. And to be fair, like I said, people only see life from wherever they're living life or whatever life is
Through
put them
their,
through,
through their own lens. Yeah.
But it's hard to, and people don't like the truth. They don't like the truth. They don't like real, raw honesty. They don't like it.
I keep saying that, you know. There's something I want to touch on. It's a perfect segue. See, with, like, I was out the other night, yeah? And I was touched on it on Jesse's episode a little bit. But I don't want to be going out anymore because I'm locked in with this. Like I said, I'm recording today, tomorrow. We're here, it's like 10 p.m. now, do you know what I mean? We're all working or we're doing whatever tomorrow or whatever. Or to go home with the bleeding kids and all, yeah? But it's like, I like that though. I'm on that hustler's mindset where I'm grinding because I want so much more out of this thing and more consistency, do you know what I mean? I want to keep doing this and I want this to go somewhere. But obviously my friends want to go out and one of them bought tickets, like, for all of us. We're like, kind of have to go type of thing, you know what I mean? But when I got there, I was just sitting there, like, I was like, this is why I don't go out in Ireland, do you know what I mean? It's just so bad. One of my friends in work, like, she's used to going out with UK and all, blah, blah. Jessie touched on it as well, like, if you play bashment here, girls aren't going to whine because these girls are looking at, like, obviously it's different in the UK, it's different in this place, blah, blah. It's just like, and even like, okay, the DJs on that night were grand. I don't want to, because people will know. Yeah, people will know who's on that night, so I don't want to chat too much code. But Mimi, the music blogger, will be like, the industry's quiet, what's going on? It's so shit, or it's dry, or whatever, blah, blah. Or she'll be like, oh, this DJ needs to be improve themselves, blah, blah. Here in Ireland, they can't handle constructive criticism. I said that, I keep seeing it on my Instagram. They'll link you in Charlie's. They will link you in Charlie's. There's been niggas that pull up the studios, you know. Podcast studios, niggas have rocked up over what podcasts have said. Do you know what I mean?
You know, old me would have done that.
Listen, what?
Old me would have done that, I'm not going to lie.
Well, rocked up. Someone said,
Yeah,
yeah,
what were you saying?
Old lashes are like fucking, you don't even know, like the end of someone, that 7-year-old's hairs.
Obviously, old me would have came up to you and be like, yeah, what was that? But like,
What's the
like,
gig? Yeah,
what's
that's
up?
what I'm saying though. So, but what? See, you're saying that now, but you would have done that in the past. But
Honestly,
see with me, yeah, sorry for cutting across your love, yeah, I just need to make this point, right? With me, especially even with the pod game, I say this to Ness all the time, constructive criticism is good. Because you go back to the joke, because none of us are perfect at this. It's all about sharpening your tools for me. Do you get me? And if someone's like saying something about my pod or whatever, okay, look, when I first started, don't go, you're cutting across people, you're not letting people talk. Because it was the showman me, where I was trying to get that stuck in was gone moment again, where I'm trying to be funny and all. I came in trying to be very controversial. Do you know what I mean? Like, trying to have a knock off that bleeding thick fucking Congo boy, me and him having a knock, fucking saying some mad stuff.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm talking shit about someone, calling them by name. Like, do you know what I mean? But I learned the art of, Naomi said earlier, I talk too much. This is how I am at home, I talk.
Yeah.
And I know people sit there and watch me, 1,000 people a week sit there and watch me because it's interesting. Do you get me? It's a good conversation, do you know what I mean? Like, so now, like, that's one of the reasons why, like, I don't mind constructive criticism, because it's like, right, I will take that in and be like, right, I'm going to do this better. Do you know what I mean? So I can improve, do you get me?
with what you said, constructive criticism, I feel like some people like to use that as a like backhand. I'm giving you constructive criticism, but correction without love is condemnation. And I feel like sometimes people aren't actually giving people constructive criticism. They're damn near slagging someone, and you're saying I'm just constructively criticizing you and criticizing
you.
You
see that? I feel like you see them coming up, but go on. I'll give you that one in a second.
Not everyone. I'm trying to say, obviously, some people do give constructive criticism, but like I said, if you're telling someone, oh yeah, you're not doing this right, you're doing this wrong, without it coming from a place of love, that's not constructive criticism.
Can I ask you this, right? Obviously, this is what I wanted to segue in. You're a music manager. You still doing that?
Ish. Yeah.
Ish. Okay.
If Naomi's making music, tell her.
That's
the more she drops, right? The more I manage. Right. That's how to do it.
Right. Well, see with Naomi's music, yeah?
Yes.
Have you ever went to Naomi and said, right, I don't know about this one?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right, no. But as she's taking a while, yeah?
Of course.
Calm.
No, not all the time.
Because an artist, well, obviously I'm not going to say it, we'll talk off camera. Season 1 me would have said it, but I seen something on Instagram earlier and I'm like, I don't know what this, Top artist, do you know what I mean? But if I said it here on camera, it might come across a certain way. Do you get me? So for me, I think like once it's constructive, you should be able to take it and just go home, go back to the drawing board and be a student, sharpen your tools. Do you know what I mean?
Once it's constructive or once it's from a place of love?
Yeah.
Because I could say like...
But sometimes real talk is good as well, though.
Real talk from a place of love. We're Christians, right? We operate from a place of love. We don't sit there and say, you're a fat cunt, go to the gym. We say, look, your weight is going to make you unhealthy. That sounds more love. I care about your health. The same message is going across. You just think, yeah, I'm being constructive. He's getting too fat. But no, do you get me?
They say bring back bullying, though. It works.
Yeah, sure, if you like to do that, but...
Some people...
Did
bro,
God bully you into loving him?
What?
Did God bully? No, he didn't. He loved you so much that you loved him.
He didn't bully me into let's be real. I'm from a council. I don't know where you're from. I'm from a council estate. And when you go there, yeah, their way of showing love is by being harsh.
Okay, how many people made out of council estates for being harsh?
No, I don't know the numbers. But people have made it out from council estates.
From harshness.
What?
From harshness.
From where?
Harshness. From
being
harsh.
Yeah.
Who? Nah. I do get you.
You get called a fatty, go to the gym. You will make you go to the fucking gym. It will. What are you talking about?
I get you, but if I sit down with a fat person and talk about like the health...
Sit down with a fat person is crazy.
If I talk to a fat person and talk about the health contradictions that they're leading themselves to, make them understand the look, like, you get like... No, guys, I don't believe in meanness. I actually don't believe in that. I'm so sorry.
Listen. If you're sitting there with a person that's big boned, right, and they're out there ordering an extra large, you know what I mean? Got an extra dip. They didn't need the extra dip. I know there's ways, right, but my Brooker way, hood way, Tala, council estate, you take one more boy that you're gonna meet Jesus early. Do you know what I mean? Come on. What's wrong with that? Yeah. You take one more. You even open that wrap, and that's it. It's a wrap. Do you know what I mean? No, do you know me? Do you get me? So don't all this. Oh, you have to live. No, but he's doing too much.
No, but you know what's crazy?
You were in the hospital last week with your cholesterol through the roof. Fucking hell! No, fuck that.
No, but do you know
that's
what it is?
Bollocks. Not having that, girls.
Right.
No, fuck that.
No, you're so fickle.
Bro, my cholesterol, bro.
Listen, yeah.
I
generally used to do that. Like, I've actually been there.
So is your maiden cheeks.
I've genuinely been there. And I've seen where it got, like, it didn't get me to a good place. It didn't get the other person to a good place. Like, I feel like with boys as well, it's different.
The life.
I feel like it's with boys is different. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is.
Boys,
I don't want to get at you towards this.
Huh?
The harsh love, it works. Harsh love works, bro. I coached my brother. He said it on the live show. He played one match very bad and boxed him in the face when he went home. He said it on the live show. This is not me trying to make a clown my brother. He said it, I boxed his face.
Dongo.
And the week after he played well.
That's abuse.
I boxed his face. The week after he played well.
Dongo, I get that.
Fuck that.
Is he playing?
Abuse,
he's operating from a place of fear.
I remember before, right, a fella got with a board, and on the block as well. He sent his missus to boot camp for 6 weeks. Do you know what people do now? Oh yeah, I think we should. The fella will starve himself, go on a vegan diet, so he doesn't want to hurt his board. No, send her to boot camp. No, send her to boot camp. 6 weeks. You're not eating any of this. Meal prep the bitch. Calories 10. Fuck off.
Don't go.
Auntie, oh no, you pissed me off, Ollie. No, I like you, but you pissed me off. Oh, Auntie, no one made it from the hood. No, people have done, bro.
I didn't say no one made it from the hood.
Huh?
Please, I did not say no one made it from the hood.
I'm telling you now.
I did not say no one
Council
made it from
estates,
the
these
hood,
estates that blocks, hoods, all of this fucking roof areas have created the best people. Why? Because they're fucking honest. There's none of this bitch shit. You're being real. Oh no, you're having too much calories. No, you're fat. Get to the gym.
Don't go. Okay, first of all, I didn't say no one made it from the hood. I didn't say it. I said how many people really thrive from this harsh love.
Loads.
Right?
So I'm telling you, loads.
I think also it depends on the person you're obviously dealing with as well. Some people actually do better from harsh love.
Yeah.
Me personally, men, friends, if you're mean to me, I don't deal with meanness. I don't like harshness. I like soft, nice things.
See, okay.
That's me personally, but there's some people that thrive off that. Like, you'd probably thrive off that. You seem like
1000%.
Exactly. So if I'm here being soft with you, it's not going to work. And don't get me wrong, I have two sides to me. Ask Naomi, she knows the strict. Even sometimes when she calls me on some business things or music things or personal life, I'm like, do you want DBO advice or do you want oral advice? I always ask her, who do you want me to be? Because I have two sides to me, don't get me wrong. So it depends on the type of person you are. Depends on type of delivery you need. So you need to understand the person you're giving it to.
Do you know what? And that is, again, that comes with like analysing the person. I know certain people, say for instance, Smiley, yeah? I know me and Smiley, we can chop it up and he can be real with me, I can be real with him. I know with Katie, I always ask Kate, don't give me no fucking, tell me the real. Do you know, I remember the first time I hosted a show, he told me, stage presence good, confidence good, but it was, you were there to present, you weren't presenting. You were being G Millie, you were being podcast goodie, you're there to present. Do you know what I mean? And it wasn't, and even Smiley was getting calls like, Dongo wasn't there, he wasn't great, blah, blah, this, that, and that. And I went back to the drawing board. Every time I host something, Ness always says to me, people should not know you're doing a good job. Because if you're doing a good job, you're doing too much. You should do your job as a presenter. The presenter's not supposed to be seen. You go there, present the show, do your thing. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So, say something like my live show now, where you said something about like when your clients are giving you money, you want to deliver the best service. Yeah, my thing was I just want people to have fun. I didn't want people to, you have to pay money for me. I didn't want to just sit there and have a podcast conversation. Do you know what I mean? I understand the podcast live shows. Basically, what you do on a weekly, you're doing it live. Do you get me? So I had games and music, I had everything. People left happy. Do you get me? But people did want to see more of me.
Yeah.
On the outside, people were like, no, at the end when you were having a bit of that little bit of buzz there, they wanted to see that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So next time I have a live show, they're gonna get that. Do you know what I mean? Like that's the gig there, anyways. But now I believe in like I believe in harsh, but also it depends on who you're dealing with. You know
Talk about being selfless. If I'm giving harsh love to every single person in my life, that's from a selfish place. That's from I believe everyone deserves harsh love. But when you're selfish,
read the room.
You're coming exactly. You need to understand people from their perspective. Because if you're giving me harsh love, there's no way in heck that's landing on me. It's not. Do you get me? I'm seeing the harshness. I'm seeing the loudness. I'm not receiving it. If you want to criticize me, you need to be nice. You need to be like, yeah.
You said something about them people, and I say how I see these people coming. Yeah, there's certain ways. We talked about social media earlier on, right? Yeah. People that don't like your post or share your post, but they're always the first to watch or critique, right? And those that are always constantly, it's always constantly constructive criticism if they say, but never praise. Do you get me? So that's where I see these, like, I see who's, like, obviously, for me anyways, who's honestly on my side or just trying to put me down. Do you get me? I see them coming from a mile away.
Yeah. I
see them always talking, but won't share a post. Won't like a post. I'm bigging you, you don't big me. I see them coming from a mile, but always the force to, when shit hits the fan, flapping your gums. You tick. I see them all.
I remember there's one night me and Naomi were talking. I remember we literally just said there's nothing that we'll ever go through that Jesus hasn't gone through. How many people sat down and listened to Jesus' teachings but didn't follow him? And then spat in his face at the end of the day?
Yeah.
Remember when we were saying that, like, even his boys denied him, like...
Yeah, do you know when you deep it?
When you deep it.
Yeah.
When you
his
deep it.
His boys denied him, you know.
Like, what?
Even, do you know what it's very, again, the Christians, they're going to be like, dongo. But it's like, I remember, I don't know if it was in Open Circle or it was on a sermon, they were talking about, I think it was Laulu that was preaching actually, because he talked about the Passion of Christ, and I've tried to watch that, but I can't find a bleeding translated version, right? But I need to get it. Bro, he doesn't know me, bro. Man don't know me, but died for me, bro. Do you know how deep that is? Would you die for anybody?
What do you mean doesn't know you?
No, like, not know me, but like, what am I trying to say? He does know me, right? But in my mind, he doesn't know me. That makes sense.
What do you mean?
Am I landing?
No.
See the way he died? Okay, I'm lost here. See the way he died for our sins, yeah? Like, I wasn't around them times. Do you know what I mean? I didn't text him on WhatsApp or that. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. No, but I didn't.
Yeah.
No, I know he knows me. You know what I'm saying? I know
actually,
he knows me.
Yeah.
But when he was getting, like, I don't want to use an analogy,
Yeah.
funny dongo analogy on Jesus, yeah?
Go
But
on.
when he was getting better around,
Yeah.
he didn't know me. He didn't. Do you
He
get me?
did.
How?
He knew you before. He knew you before that even.
This is
ever
where John
happened.
comes in and asks all of his questions. Well, how did he why wasn't there
When
was
he even made Adam, he made man, and in that one man, we were all in Adam. So when Adam sinned, we all sinned. So we were all like, that's what we're all like.
So Adam fucked it all up for all of us.
Like, yeah. So yeah, when God made Adam, right, he made man, and in that one man, he put all of us.
Oh, I remember what I was
Right.
going to say. But go, keep going.
Right, for all of us. And when God said it's not good for a man to be alone, there's a Hebrew translation, or there's some translation that alone translates to all one. It's not good for a man to be all in one. So he looked at Adam and said, all the spirits, everybody that I all want, because God is love, and in order for God to love, in order for love to work, love has to love. So he made another spirit, which is Adam's spirit, to love, right? Put this spirit in a human body, or all the spirits in a human body, Adam, and said, it's not good for man to be alone. It's not good for man to be all in one. So then that's why he then made Eve, and then told him to procreate. So make everybody. So from Adam and Eve, we all came, right? We all came from Adam and Eve. So he told them, be fruitful and multiply. Bring out everybody. Recreate all the spirits. Recreate. And that's me. So when he made Adam, he had everybody in mind.
So he knew the gig. He knew what he knew.
He knew
yeah?
everybody. It's a very big concept to grab, and I feel like if anyone's even looking to start on their faith journey, I think start there, start understanding who God is, who's Jesus, why did he have to die, how did he die, what was the purpose of it. He had every single person in mind. When Jesus was on the cross, there's a scripture that says we couldn't, like, our faces couldn't. David, you know what I'm talking about. We couldn't look. He wasn't something that we can look at, right? When he was on the cross, something on bore. What's the thing? I'll find it and I'll comment on this, right? Right? You need to imagine Jesus on the cross, where every single cancer, where every single stuffed nose, where every headache, where every chest pain, where every sin, where everything that everybody would go through, Jesus bore that on the cross. So he knew every single thing you were going to go through. He knows everything you've been through, and that's everything that was on the cross. Every cancer, like I said, every breast cancer, every mental health illness, every sickness, every sin that was ever going to be committed was all on that cross. So you can't say Jesus didn't know me when he was going to die.
No, I didn't mean it like that. You were going a bit mad there, but I didn't mean it like that. But no, this I was trying to give it the analogy. Everything you just said there, my sister told me it was a TikTok that someone was explaining basically what you were saying there, right? He took all them beatings for us, never like gave out, or I remember Laulu even saying it, like never like cried, never had like a wince, nothing, took it all. The only time he ever like said that when he was up there on the cross, he looks up and asks God, like, why did you leave me or whatever, do you get me? So that, it's like all them beatings for me, for you, for all, do you know what I mean? Like, it's mad when you look back and deep that, like, I swear now on my ma's life, I wouldn't take a lick for any of you, including me kids.
What?
Who?
Would you die for your kids? Wait, would you die for your kids?
Who?
Wait, Dongo, would you die for your kids?
Dongo, would you die?
Who? Me?
Yes.
Don't wait for no one. What? Oh, don't wait for no one.
But why wouldn't you die for your kids?
Taking no licks for nobody.
Don't
The
go.
fuck we doing here?
You have to die for your kids.
Yeah, if you know me, you know I do it for my kids. Anything. Yeah, it's your man. Nah, obviously.
Winding me
Nah,
up. I was
but
like,
you know
what?
what? See, no, not kids different, but it's like I'm not taking no licks for no one. Do you know what I mean? What the
I
heck?
get
But,
you.
and this man here, do you know what I mean? It's like it's a real deep one when you're really deep. Do you get me? But come here, Orla.
Yes.
You obviously asked me. I'm gonna give you the floor for. There's 2 questions, maybe 3, but definitely 2. You asked me for a reason. So are you here to promote anything? What's the gig? Like, what's the reason you wanted to come up here? Did you want to say something, or what's going on? We can dive into
talk.
it. Yeah. I just want to talk.
Yeah, it's just like, oh my gosh, like, actually, like, I just feel like it's kind of touched on it already. That whole business thing as well. Like, when you're following any influencers or you're following anyone's journey, or like, you know, we live in a very consumerism space time now where everyone's on social media following different people, and follow people that are good for your soul. Follow people that are leading you somewhere. Follow people that are also being honest and transparent with you, that can teach you something. They're not just showing you where they are right now in life, but they're also teaching you how they got there, how you can improve yourself as well. So be intentional with your use of social media. Be intentional with who you follow. And this is me saying this to myself as well, because I used to follow shitload of people that just I want what
You
they
know what?
have.
Can you touch on a little point that you said there? See
Yeah.
pages like Shade Bar and Shade Room. I don't follow them pages for a
Yeah,
reason.
it's
Just gossip, and it's always in people's downfalls.
Naomi's favorite pages.
I know. Don't open your lips. Don't open your lips. For the phone goes across this room. Don't open your lips. I know, boy. Go on. Keep going.
But yeah, follow people that can
Close your lips.
consume content that feeds your soul. Consume concept that can help you age with grace, age your intent. Did you get me? Age intentionally. All of that stuff. You know, really, really take care of yourself and really have a vision and know your why. Know where you're going in life. Know what you're trying to do in life. And that's what matters. You and God. Like, you mentioned something as well, you going out and you're sitting in the club and asking
I was
yourself why
depressed
you're
out of my
there.
head. I was stressed out. I felt bad. Do you know what? I was like, I know then. No, in friend groups, like they're like, oh look, he's putting it down on the night. Look at him sitting there like a big baby. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I was trying to have a little bop, but then I'm like, I'm not feeling this. You know, I don't want to be here. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not me anymore. I don't. Even all these events, like, shout out everyone that's doing events. BTL, 5 Pound Gala, everyone that's doing there's an event every fucking week. Coming at me bleeding ears. Fair fucking play, just good luck to you. Do you get me? It's just not me anymore. I'm not getting
It's just
FOMO.
not you anymore because you actually sat in there and you knew this does not align with my purpose. It does not align with where I'm trying to go. Something I'm trying to do. And not to even talk down to anything that's going to the clubs and not like...
No, I would never do that either. I wouldn't do that either.
But
it's just not me anymore. I think
not
it's
in
a young man's game. I was out there, 20-year-olds and all, you know what I mean?
Me? I don't want the club.
Charge sheets.
Huh?
There's charge sheets walking around.
What's charge sheets?
Boys that go corporal now. You know what charge sheet? Do you know what charge sheet is?
Like people that are just...
People that are 40 years old going for 17-year-olds and all, you know what I mean? That's a charge. There's charge sheets.
I just
around.
feel like, you see, living in that life, doing all them things, it's like, what else is meant to come from that? What fruits is the club going to breed? Like, what?
Look, I wouldn't see Jesse's having Jesse and Friends, right? I think this is going to be out before it. I'll go to that. Stuff like that, right? If there's, I don't get invites, is what it is. If there's a PR event, even if I go as a +1, that's when I went to the eBay event with Priya's +1, shout out Priya, I'll go to them type of things where it's like you're meeting people, networking, do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Or if someone has like a birthday or something, they might pop out, I don't know.
Club, yeah.
But for me to just go to events because it's this and that, I'm not doing it, bro.
I just feel like everyone go where your purpose aligns you to go. Go where it feeds you. Go where it serves you and helps you.
Yeah.
For some people, it could be the club. It's a mental escape for people, the club. It actually helps people, like, just, you know, the loud music, the whatever. It's a mental escape. What? It's a little mental escape, but, you know, go be in environments, be in friendship groups, be in places that feed you, that honor you, that respect you, you know. Do what loves you back. Love what loves you back. You know, like, love yourself, love people.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, that's where I'm at right now, and that's the message I want to just give to people, that everyone should sit down with yourself, like really sit down with yourself, like genuinely meditate, like literally be like a mantra or a praying mantra. Sit down for an hour with yourself. You know, find out what it is that your soul is yearning to do, and do that. Do what your soul wants you to do. Do what makes your soul shine. Find the right communities, find the right environments to be in to nurture you. Nurture your gift, nurture your creativity. And find God.
Yeah, I love that. All
it's not easy, though.
No, of course not. And have you got anything coming up for yourself? Like, what's the any more little events that you're gonna come, like pop-up events or whatever?
Do.
Right, go do your promo. Let the people know.
I'm actually starting a whole new community. What should I call it? Community. Starting a whole new thing called the DBO Experience. And in that, it's going to be a community. It's going to be loads of different things. I might start a little podcast. I might, just events, workshops, seminars, we're just going to get together. We're going to talk. We're going to have honest conversations. We're going to bridge gaps that, you know, you're probably looking for. Where do I find all this information? How do I help myself, really? How do I, because, you know, everyone has that burning desire to do what they want to do, but where do I start? What do I do? And for my generation, for generation above, for generation below, from everything I've experienced as DBO, we're going to come together and we're going to talk about those things really, like, do you get me? We're really going to help each other, help ourselves grow and live the lives that we picture for ourselves, you know? Yeah, so from the DBO experience is going to come lots of things. Events, like I said. When I say events, I mean like networking events, like the type of event I had. Like we do Pilates, we'll do on walks, we do lots of different things. Not just for the girlies. I love womanhood. Like I'm very much, but like we'll invite the boys too. The men can do.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
We'll do something for the men as well, but like
I'm glad
very
you said
much
that.
a woman's woman.
Yeah, because the girls that be pulling up the yo-yos, yeah, little, you know what I mean?
No, all my clients, all of them are so beautiful. But yeah, yeah, and I'll try factor in men as well. Obviously, I'm not a man. I can't teach a man how to be a man. So I don't really. But like, you know, I know a few good men. I know a lot of transforming men that my English. Men that are transforming. And I really like those type of, not like, but like I really respect those type of men that have lived this life and now they're flipping it over. Because in that as well, there's so much wealth of knowledge that they'll show the lack that comes from living this type of way. So they have the best of both worlds. So bring some of them on, teach a lot of boys as well. And
do we have a date? Are we set with a date or what's the gig? Or are you still in planning?
No, I have everything planned up. I have everything ready. It's just to launch it.
Just to launch it now. Okay, no
and
problem.
Don't worry, I'll make a lot of noise when I'm launching it, so everybody will know. And no, this community, I'm really doing it for the people. And it's strict. It's not like lally lally la la. Like you're gonna come here and you're gonna pull up your socks, you know. And it's like even when I'm teaching people, like I'm a mentor as well for business and businesses. I always say I don't chase you. Like I'm not spending my evenings chasing you, saying, "Oh, where's this? Where's that?" If you're ready to pull up your socks, you come and we work. But I'm not spending my time chasing you if you're not serious. I work with who's serious. Like even with me, I've trained so many people. And I always say on the first day, first few minutes of every training course I do, you write down your goals. Why are you here? Why do you want to start? Like, where do you see yourself going? You know, we're really, really, really strict around here. So it's going to be fun, but it's going to be very strict as well. Like, you're not going to leave the same. And you shouldn't come with the intention of leaving the same.
100%. No, I appreciate you. And I said this the other day. I'm going to champion as well the blueprint because what Ness is doing with her team is fantastic because you're giving out game to people. Like people are trying to, like obviously everyone wants to get in front of a mic. Everyone wants to be a TikToker, influencer, content creator, and you're giving them the direction what it really is going to take, do you know what I mean? And teaching, giving back game. Because at the end of the day, like you said, we don't, like the generation before us, probably my generation, didn't have anybody to look up to. So you're operating at a very high level. You're giving people free game, and it's amazing to see. And fair play to you because you're making like people could really change their lives from some of the things that you guys are doing instead of just working the normal like 9 to 5. I'm gonna shout out someone else as well, and this is public knowledge. It's not me like putting out his business out there. Malik, Mama She's son. He posted the other day, and I had a nice embrace with him before we went into that place the other day, and he said, "Dongo, I was on the jacks, like on the toilet, number 2, crying. You sent me that VN, like 7 in the morning. I just woke up and I seen that he's basically like, he's working to helping his ma's job is his 9 to 5, helping his ma cook and stuff. He's not conforming to the 9 to 5 corporate life. He has his degree and all.
You don't like 9 to 5. You don't like 9 to 5.
We'll talk off camera. You're my purpose. I'll have to put you in. I'll put you in.
I really want to work a 9 to 5. After I'm finished my masters, I'm actually gonna like get like.
No, it's I do like it, but it's only like because I have to do it for my children. I'm paying bills. I have to do it. I'd rather, if this is not making me no money right now, unless you're doing shows, but I'd rather do this is way more cooler, way much more fun. The prep for it, talking to KD, talking to you, Naomi, the after conversation. But we're not gonna have time now. We need to go home. We have work in the morning. You know what I mean? But like, scheduling. Do you know what I mean? I love the process of this. You know, when it comes out, the editing the TikToks, me and Ash coming up with strategy, me and Ree helps me as well. Do you know what I mean? Like,
what type of 9 to 5 can I get where it's like I just come in like with my laptop and just sound
you got a little hybrid joke somewhere, I don't know.
Like obviously like there's no like agenda for me to do, like they're just calling me in
call centers or something. I don't know.
No, call center. No, I can't do that. That's when you talk to people.
It depends. Like, depends what job. I don't bleed now, love.
I want a cute job where I just come in my laptop for like a few hours and go home.
Listen, I'll put it in the description box and then we'll get a cute job. Get you a good job. All right, but here, one question only. Do you know this part of the pod?
No, I don't.
You don't watch. You see, no?
And I actually do watch it.
Now, did you watch? She's falling asleep.
No, do you know what it is? In fact, we'll talk after.
Yeah, no problem. Come here. So this is a section of the pod where obviously I've been asking you questions. You get to ask me a question now. Any question you ever wanted to ask me, you can ask me on camera. And I have to answer it. You can ask me.
You don't have to answer.
I have to answer.
Oh, you have
this
to
is if I speak. We don't run away here, bro.
Okay.
Shut
What
up.
would be my question for you? I feel like my question for Dongo. Oh, I have so many actually. I'm trying to think.
Yeah. Any question you ever wanted to ask me, bro?
So, do you think the way you present yourself
Ooh.
is a good representation? Genuine, the way you present yourself, the way you act whole-roundedly, right? I'm talking about multidimensional human beings. The way you act in real life, on socials as well, is a genuine good representation of who you really are.
Yeah. Okay. I said it from the jump of when I'm doing content, podcasts, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat. It's me. I'm always on the go. You have to find ways to adapt though. You know what I mean? Where, especially being with my kids, I can't be G Millie. That was my alter ego, right? G Millie was because I got 1 million views on TikTok. And my name is Goody, right?
Is G Millie still around?
G Millie.
You said you hung up.
Yeah, see, G Millie, that's the one that wanted to fight Fabu D. That's the one that will if I'm bitching about someone on the pod, I'll say her name. Yeah, I got.
Rebrand him.
Huh?
Rebrand him.
Katie always says to me, well, he wants me to go back to him.
Right.
He always says to me, I was go back to him. No, he will come out, but he's more refined, I can say. Like, I will have a rant or whatever. Like, okay, for the first time ever on my podcast, and I feel like this was G Millie, I had a conversation about LGBT community, like transgenders. Wait for that episode to drop. Well, it's dropped by the time this is out, but yeah, I'd advise you to watch that. It's like, obviously the lads who I had on.
What did you say?
No, I didn't say it's a shock, innit? That's the reaction I want, and I hope people react to that. No, I never said I'm bad.
I'm so scared.
I just said, because the man them get, and KD produces their pod. The man them get trans people on their pod and stuff and just talk. They don't look at them as that. They look at them as human beings. And like, I remember one of the lads says, being like, and I know you're not going to agree, but being like trans is the most gangster thing ever. Because that's such a gangster thing to do, because you're coming out, it's brave, you're getting your Mickey chopped off, this, that, and that, blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? It was a mad pod, right? So I was like, I don't agree with that. That's not gangster, bro. That's not, what? Do you know what I mean? No, cut what? No. Cut what?
Nothing.
Who's going to slap me? No, cut nothing, right? And then I said, right, I go to the boys, you both have sons. If your son came to you and said, yeah, I think I'm a girl. Do you know what I mean? How would you feel about it? They were like, listen, they love them the same. I said, I hear it, but it put me into depression. It would. If my son told me he was a woman, I'll be on antidepressants. I would.
If he told you he's a woman. Men.
No, if he told, and this is where people might look at it and be like, are you contradicting yourself? I'll be more, I would never, in some ways, it'd be more easier for me to let it land that if he was
homosexual, yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? But that you're going around the chat, like, I don't know. And even like, and then the conversation went like another way. It went religious, where Mukhtar felt like that. What's it called? Oh, religion is brainwashing people and this, that, and that type of thing. And I had to kind of like defend us with with the Bible. Whereas like, I don't think like being gay is not wrong, but like I think it's the act of it. Do you get me?
I'll watch the episode.
No, you'll watch it, but this will be well out. But it was mad. But I was brave enough to have that. G Millie came out that day. Do you know what I mean? We usually all stay away because obviously when brands are looking at your stuff and all, they look at that sort of stuff.
Nah, Jesus. You know I think Jesus loves everybody. Everybody. So that's my opinion. If anyone's wondering.
They're doing PR.
No, genuinely, it's not PR.
She's doing PR.
But that's the truth. Jesus loves absolutely everyone.
You're right. No, you're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah. No, but to your question though, now I feel like I do, like, for me, like, you'll see even after this, we're gonna have a conversation. Are you driving? Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's it. It is me. Like, it is me always. I always said, like, I want to go home and look myself in the mirror, especially with podcasts. Because at the end of the day, there's real life out there. People know you. So if I'm over here talking about stories, I remember even the story that got me viral. I remember one of my ex-teammates was like, Dongo, I remember you telling me that. Do you get me? I remember you telling me that. So I knew I wasn't fibbing, do you know what I mean? Like, or stuff that happens like in work or on the block or whatever. Like, we tell these stories here and like people can relate to it, do you get me? So yeah, no,
You
love
live your
that.
truth, and that's good.
Live your truth, that's good, yeah.
Good.
Thank you, I enjoyed that. That was very good.
Thank you.
So I
Enjoyed it
appreciate
too.
you. Like, share, subscribe. Q-Lock says no.